It is the pregame show brought to you by the NorCal Sports TV Summer Camp. Justin Flores and Jeremy Hurtado live at Summerville High School, home of the Bears, hosting the Sonora Wildcats. Cats been in the league now for 6 seasons. They host a 39-1 record against Motherlode League teams, and Summerville Bears would love to change that tonight. As the pregame show continues, we'll check in with Jeremy Hurtado and a lot more. It's all coming up next right here on NorCal Sports TV. These guys have even prepared anything here. They don't have a Hurtado on their team. It's Jeremy Hurtado and Justin Flores live at Summerville High School, home of the Bears. And Jeremy has been sitting here because I basically took everything he was going to say, so he's got to come up with something new to say. But here we are, Summerville Bears, Sonora Wildcats. It's April, Easter weekend, and we're playing football.
Absolutely. Beautiful night. A little crisp coolness in the air, but you know, once the game gets going, no one's going to notice that. It's going to be a great game here between these two crosstown rivals.
What are we looking at tonight, Jeremy? How's this going to shape up? We've seen Summerville. They played Calaveras a week ago, but how's this going to shape up for us tonight?
Yeah, for Sonora, they haven't played in a couple weeks. They actually had a game a couple weeks ago against Orostimba that we did, and you get to see some highlights here. And they were led by number 80, Gabe Milborn, who had 7 catches for 207 yards on that night versus Gustine. And that's right, folks, I said 7 catches for 205 yards. I know this is Sonora High Wildcats we're talking about, but they lit the ball up through the air that night against Gustine, something we expect to see them try to do again tonight with their quarterback, Bradley Curnow, who, as you see here, found Gabe Milborn a couple times. And then, if that wasn't enough, Cade Clifton gets into the act with the halfback option pass, which we'll see here in a moment, coming up, and throws a nice 60-yard touchdown pass to Milborn as well. So Sonora will still run the ball. They still like the same formation, still run the ball, but they also will throw the football. Pretty balanced team. Threw for 166 yards, or ran for 166 yards, and threw for 295 yards for 461 yards of total offense against Orostimba. And then on the defensive side, Clay Woodridge, as we see here, made a big play for the Cats as Gustine was threatening, picks it off at the goal line, takes it 60 yards back, sets up a score. He also had an offensive score for the Cats. So, you know, big game for him on the ground as well as playing defense for Sonora. And we look for them to do basically the same thing here tonight, try and come in here and beat Summerville at home. They haven't played since they've played Gustine, so they're a little hungry. But they look so sharp against that Gustine team. Yeah, they had a great first game of the season. They had some issues with turnovers. That's one of the big things that Coach Brian Craig talked to me about this week. Said, hey, we can't turn the ball over. We can't have turnover or penalties, and we just got to come in and play our style of football, and we'll be effective tonight. And so that's from the Sonora side anyway, from the Wildcats. We'll check in on the Summerville side right after this on NorCal Sports TV.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
Buying a home or property is one of the most significant financial transactions you'll ever make. Protect your ownership with title insurance and the experience of Yosemite Title Company on your side. Yosemite Title Company is Tuolumne County's largest and longest continually operated title company. Locally owned and operated, we conduct escrow and title services from our main office in Sonora. With over 40 years of experience, we've established an excellent reputation for providing high-quality service. Our dedicated and professional staff will work closely with you from start to finish to meet your needs, researching the title to your property and helping you navigate through the process. Choose your community title company. Choose Yosemite Title Company.
It's the NorCal Sports TV Summer Camp pregame show. Summerville High hosting Sonora High in a Motherlode League matchup tonight. We've already heard about Sonora High and seen some highlight reels. And when Google doesn't work, you go to Jeremy Hurtado, who I call Jugal. And so here he is with a look at what Summerville needs to do tonight.
So Summerville, basically, they're going to play off their defensive strengths. And we've seen Leon Tippett. He's had a huge fall season or spring season here. We see him here making plays against Calaveras. He single-handedly wrecks things on the defensive side. He made 3 straight plays, 4 loss, and 1 drive against Calaveras last game. And you see him here, the highlights, Tippett just wreaking havoc, chasing guys down. He's so fast on the defensive line, such a difficult guy to block for the opponents of the Bears. If the Cats are going to be successful tonight, they got to be able to find a way to nulligate what he does on the defensive side. If we look at the offensive side of the football, the Bears are led by their senior quarterback, Jaden Burkini. We saw him take a pounding last week against Calaveras. There was questions or not if he was even going to play tonight. He suited up. Do we know if he's going to play? We don't know. But we do know he's out there for the coin toss, and he brings it all together between him and then sophomore running back Kai Elkins is going to be another guy that has to have a huge night tonight if Summerville is going to be effective. You see the two of them connecting here a couple times against teams earlier in the season. But I think tonight, if Summerville's going to have a chance to beat Sonora, Elkins has to be a big factor in the passing game and in the running game to keep the Bears in the game tonight.
And we'll find out exactly how this game's going to shape up in just a couple of minutes. The Wildcats are going to receive the kick tonight to start the game from Summerville. It's Summerville Bears football, Sonora Wildcats in the house as we continue to watch the replays and the highlights from last week's and the previous week's game against Big Valley Christian. Summerville has been pounding it out for the past few weeks, and tonight they're looking forward to hopefully stopping the Wildcat train, as we call it, as they have just been on a run through the Motherlode League for the last 6 seasons now, I guess. And so hang on to your hats, because this is going to be a wild ride in the West and in the wilderness of Tuolumne, California, as kickoff is next right here on NorCal Sports TV.
Go Casino. Head to Black Oak Casino Resort through April 1st for our Winner's Circle cash drawings. On Wednesday and Thursday nights, you could win your share of $40,000. Starting at 6:30, we're giving away $777 every 30 minutes. Then at 8, one lucky winner will go home with $1,777. Come join the Winner's Circle, only at Black Oak Casino Resort. Visit blackoakcasino.com to learn more. Let the wins roll in.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you. Benton Roberson CPAs provides personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Check us out online at br-cpa.net. Come and help support the Barbecue for Beau Fundraiser. Beau Bachtel, a Somerville High graduate and football alumni, played college ball at both MJC and University of Buffalo, has been battling stage 4 liver and lung cancer. A GoFundMe page has been set up in his name and a barbecue event April 11th where tickets can be purchased on Eventbrite. For more information, find both events on Facebook under Barbecue for Beau. That's Barbecue for Beau.
Live at Somerville High School Summer Camp pregame show from NorCal Sports TV, and we're about to witness Connor Cowley for the national anthem. Channeling his inner Jimi Hendrix, Connor Cowley with his national anthem rendition with his electric guitar. And 2 weeks in a row I've got a chance to witness that, and I'm not sure I can quite fathom the emotions that go through me when he does that. I don't know what it is. It's just so unique.
Yeah, and it's awesome to see. Great for him to get a chance to do that here. And I'm glad we got to show it here on NorCal Sports TV, because last week it was pretty exciting. We got to catch the end of it. This time we get the whole rendition. Great job there by Cowley. And let's get things started here, Justin.
This is it. Justin Flores and Jeremy Hurtado here live for the varsity games. Somerville High School, the Bears hosting the Sonora Wildcats. And we just witnessed the JV Bears win 8-0 over Sonora JV. Sonora JV playing in their first and only game of the entire spring season. Or are they playing? I'm sorry. The JV team is playing next week against Central Valley. And this Sonora Wildcat team has one more game after this week. They play the Calaveras. They play Calaveras next week, which is the team that Summerville played just a week ago.
Yeah, it's spring. Or gotta love COVID spring football. You just kind of fill in wherever you can. Sonora got a hold of Central Valley. Said, "Hey, we need a JV game." They needed a JV game, so they were able to put that together last minute. And so they'll be playing Central Valley. The varsity will be playing Calaveras over at Dunleavy Field. If you're not able to get out there, you can always check that out on NorCal Sports TV as well.
Well, if these teams can hold in there and battle it out as they have in the previous matchups, Sonora, again, we mentioned earlier, they're 39-1 against Mother Lode League teams. They lost to Amador last year. And when you can't Google something and find it, you do what we call Jugal, which is ask Jeremy Hurtado. Jugal. What was the final score against Amador?
Amador was able to beat them 41-14. That was one of Amador's best football teams they've had in quite a while. And so that was one of those things where Sonora came in, Amador was perfect storm, and Amador was able to upset them. But I think tonight, Sonora is going to come in here and try and be physical, throw the football, and we'll see if the Bears can stay with the Wildcats. And like I said, big thing is finding Gabe Milbourne anytime he's on the field.
That was Bouchard with a nice run for Sonora on the short kick that taken it to the 45. So the Wildcats come out to start this game from their own 45, and quarterback number 10, Bradley Curnow. We just witnessed his young brother playing quarterback for the JV game and had a wonderful game himself. And so here comes Kerno and company against Sonora. Plays out of the Wildcat offense with a lot of options. They'll have a wingman in motion. They got a fullback. They got the option to give, go, quarterback, keep, or even a pass and a jump on the defensive line, but no flags were thrown. And now I think the linemen might be watching on the internet and be back about 5 or 6 seconds and finally realize what happened.
Yeah, in college you get a chance to get back, and so in the NFL. But in high school, as soon as you cross the ball, it's dead. And that time, in the Sonora, you could hear the Sonora coaches from our side saying, hey, that's a penalty. And finally the officials went, yeah, you're right. So I don't know if the official just missed the flag when he went to grab it. That could have happened. Either way, it's 5 yards for Sonora. And that's how you slow down Leon Tippett, is get him to, hesitate off the snap count. Good job there by Sonora early to try and take advantage of his aggressiveness.
Kerno and company now breaking the tackle, the huddle rather. And taking a look at the defense. Swingman in motion there, and that pitch to him, trying to get to the outside. He's got one blocker. He's got a first down across midfield and down near the 40, and that's Cade Clifton for the Sonora Wildcats, and not a bad first play for the Wildcats, picking up 10-plus yards on first down. 1st and 10 from the Summerville 39.
Yeah, and you saw in there, good blocking on the outside. Jack Team getting a nice block for the Wildcats from his slot position, helping Clifton get around the edge, outside, picking up positive yards there on first down.
Here come the Cats. Another long snap count, and they draw Summerville off sides.
Yeah, again, like I said, you got to take advantage of the aggressiveness of the Summerville defensive line. And again, they get them to jump twice now here on first down plays. I expect that to be a big part of the Sonora offense.
Cats are known for doing that. We saw that in the JV game. It actually happened. They were actually able to capitalize on that in one play. But that's Sonora's one of their things they like to do is to give to the. It's a Kerno quarterback keeper. He's got it for 10-plus yards. He's inside the 25 and pushed out of bounds near the 23.
Absolutely, and a big run there off the right side by Kerno to be able to read it, pull it, and keep it. Following his blockers, you saw Clifton leading the way that time, and then it's always good to run towards Gabe Milborn, the big 6'6", 240 wide receiver out there.
So far, the Cats keeping it on the ground. After a couple of plays and moving the ball very quickly. 1st and 10 from the Bears 23. Kerno under center now looking to throw right side. He's got Milborn in the end zone. Up and in. Touchdown, Sonora. 23-yard pass complete.
Cribbs there on the coverage, and it was just nothing Cribbs could do. Perfectly thrown ball. It was almost thrown a little bit behind the receiver, Milborn, and it helps him, as you see here on the replay. Back shoulder throw to the corner, and there's nothing you can do as a DB about that. He's bigger than you, and he just out-positions you, almost like getting a rebound in basketball, which Milborn does very well too. And an easy 6 points there for the Wildcats.
Extra point attempt coming up. Blackmore in the kick. It's up, and it's good. 7-0 Sonora within 90 seconds. Strikes first, 7-0 against Summerville on NorCal Sports TV.
Broadcast of Bears football is brought to you by the Bears Quarterback Club, Yosemite Title Company, Black Oak Casino, Sindelar Plumbing, Roberson Construction, Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, Barbecue for Beau, Caldera Construction, Benton Roberson CPAs, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, and Sonora Conference Center.
Big thank you to those who help in providing these broadcasts through NorCal Sports TV. StoreQuest Express, self-service storage, and Left Coast Land Clearing.
Absolutely. Without their tremendous support, we wouldn't be able to bring you these games each weekend like we have in the past 5 weeks. It's great to be out here bringing you high school football even in the fall, or spring rather.
It feels like the fall. It's getting cold again down out here. All right, less than 90 seconds have been played. The Wildcats strike first on their first possession. Marching down the field, Edwin Casillas is the kicker for the Cats. Against Sonora up 7-0, and Summerville will now get an opportunity to return the favor. From the 15. running hard across the 25 and down near the 27. That's Joshua Caldera, and brought down by Woodridge, Clay Woodridge, the Sonora Wildcats. So the Bears now from their own 29.
Yeah, and you saw there he had a nice little job, nice blocking by the Bears on the return. Just out reached hands by Woodridge, able to bring him down. Otherwise, he had a lane, and he might have picked up another 25 yards. But good job there by the Cats coverage team, mainly Woodridge, making the play. And look who's at quarterback, Justin.
Yeah, you know, the one that we were not quite expecting, but good to see him out there, Jaden Brocchini. Leveros was taking snaps of practice all day yesterday to give to their tailback. Nothing doing on first down for the Bears, and so second down and 10 coming up. That was number 21, Tommy Warfield, the ball carrier. Last week, Brocchini was coming up lane toward the end of the game, holding onto his right hamstring, still looking a little limpy during the JV game and kind of warm-ups, but happy to see him out there. I can't imagine why he wouldn't want to be out there as a senior, playing in quite possibly his final game. Exciting. Pass to the left side is going to be incomplete, or are they going to incomplete? I thought it dropped on the ground, but then I thought, maybe they're not going to catch it. Leveros was the intended receiver. Third down and 10 now for Summerville. Quickly, after two plays, find themselves their backs against the wall here.
Yeah, and you see Brocchini here on the throw, comes up short. When you have a lower body injury as a quarterback, it's not just running the football that creates problems. It also, when you follow through and throw and push off that leg. So that's something we're going to have to keep a look out here on the passing plays for the Bears, is how Brocchini is able to push off and extend through those throws.
Bears loading up the left side. Short pass right in the middle. And nothing doing. Matter of fact, a loss of yards there. Cribbs, the receiver, gets the pass but loses 2 yards as the Sonora Wildcat defense just collapses on him, sniffing that thing out, if you will, as a cat would. And quickly there on the original touch and then the tackle, as you'll see there, number 22, Clifton, one of the big linemen, got the first touch on him. And so a 3 and out here, and the Bears are going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, tried a wide receiver screen there. Didn't really work out for Summerville. Good idea, but better play there by Clifton to make the stop for the Wildcats.
Not even a minute of game time, and Summerville's going to have to kick it off. A big punt by a big foot there, and a fair catch called by Sonora. And at the 40. That was, I think, Clay Woodridge there that caught the fair catch. And so here come the Cats now with a lead 7-0 with 9.5 to go here in the first quarter.
Absolutely, and if I'm Sonora, I'm going to go the same thing. Hey, let's go power run, look to go play action pass, maybe even, like a boot pass type option here. They worked well on the first drive. Go back to it, and don't be surprised if we see another long count here, try to get the defensive line to jump.
Happened a couple of times in their first series. I wonder if that kind of threw the wind under the sails of the Summerville Bear defense, and then eventually coughing up some huge yards on a run, and, of course, the pass to Milbourne for the touchdown. But a couple of those flags against you, I can imagine, just really plays mentally with you. Because then you're not getting the jump on the snap if you want to. Here comes Milbourne down the side again. Wide open! Touchdown, Sonora! 60 yards. Curnow to Milbourne.
Yeah, and that time it's just a vert pattern. Just all goes, throws it wide open into the hands of Milbourne. Nice throw there by Curnow. And again, if you got a big receiver there, you might as well take advantage of them, and they did. Absolutely. And now that's 2 touchdowns on the night, 83 yards receiving for Milbourne in 2 catches.
Blackmore. Flags are thrown on the snap. If that goes against Summerville, might give Sonora an opportunity to go for 2. It is an offsides.
Yeah, so I'm assuming Sonora's going to take that on the kickoff.
The extra point attempt is up, and Blackmore's kick is good. Sonora up early, 14-0. Still only 9:19 to go in the first quarter right here on NorCal Sports TV. We'll be right back.
Buying a home or property is one of the most significant financial transactions you'll ever make. Protect your ownership with title insurance and the experience of Yosemite Title Company on your side. Yosemite Title Company is Tuolumne County's largest and longest continually operated title company. Locally owned and operated, we conduct escrow and title services from our main office in Sonora. With over 40 years of experience, we've established an excellent reputation for providing high-quality service. Our dedicated and professional staff will work closely with you from start to finish to meet your needs, researching the title to your property and helping you navigate through the process. Choose your community title company. Choose Yosemite Title Company.
Live at Summerville High School, Justin Flores and Jeremy Hurtado, where the Sonora Wildcats have gone up early here in the first quarter, 14-0. 2 huge touchdowns by Milbourne. Pass plays. That last one, 60 yards. And the kick deep and taken inside the 10 to the 20, 25, breaking tackle, slithering through to the 30. Wonderful run back for Summerville's Warfield, Tommy Warfield. And so 1st and 10 Bears from the 30, who are going to have to find a way to somehow not let those 2 big touchdowns mentally disturb them and put some plays on the board here.
Yeah, they're going to have to score points tonight. They're going to, if they're going to beat Sonora tonight, they're going to put 45, 50 points on the board. It's going to be a shootout type of game. And right now, Sonora's moving the ball at will on offense, and Summerville had the trouble on the first drive, so we'll see if they can make some adjustments here on their second drive.
That's Kai Elkins picking up 4 yards on first down, 2nd down and 6 for the Bears.
At the same time, you don't want to get away from what you do if you're Summerville. Sonora has put points on the board and put them on quickly their first 2 possessions. But you got to stay true to what you do. Run the ball with Elkins. We'll see if Brokini can run the football. That's a big question right now. And if not, you're going to have to throw the football a lot and make plays.
Bringing in the line here, 2nd and 6 for the Bears. Elkins, right side. He's got room. And across the 35 down near the 39, 3rd down and 1. And Greenway there on the tackle for Sonora.
Yeah, good job by Elkins, though. That's positive yards, power football there. A little crunch formation. Everybody's lead blocking. Nice job there by Levros getting up and getting the block. And now it's 3rd and short. Summerville's got to convert here on this drive.
Can the Bears work out of the gun? Got a man in motion loading up that left side. Elkins got the call. He's got the first down and more as he's down at the 43. So he picks up 4 yards. He's picking up between 4 and 5 yards on every run.
And that time, great job there by Summerville. What they did is they motioned a guy, and then they double-team Roger Alderman, who had a huge night as well, down in Gustine. That's the pair of the Twin Towers there at defensive end for Sonora. Him and Milbourne just made things just unbearable for Gustine last game. And you see Summerville, hey, we got a plan. We're going to double-team him and run right at him.
Play action. Throwing on the run. He's got a man open. Caught at the Sonora 45. That's John Egger for the Sonora Wildcats, and he's got a first down plus.
Yeah, that's a great job by Summerville. That's running the play right off of the one they just ran. They say the same action, fake the handoff, run right by the end, and you had 2 guys open. Burciago was open and short, and Egger open long. They threw it to Egger, picks up the first down for the Bears.
Now working out of the gun here. He's got Warfield flanking him. That's Leveros in motion. Brokini's going to hold on to it. Slithering through across midfield inside the 40 and down at the 36. About 8 or 9 yards, and he's coming up limping.
Yeah, I don't think the plan is to have Brokini run the football tonight. That time the snap was a little high. As you see, it looked like it was supposed to be a jet sweep to Leveros. Brokini just makes what he can out of it, picks up the big yards, 8-yard gain, so it sets up Summerville 2nd and 2.
He's favoring that foot, that leg. Nice run for Summerville here, picking up the first down to the 35, or at least close to it anyway. As far as I'm concerned, that was Caldera. And they're not going to give him the first down. Looks he's going to be, or maybe they are.
Yeah, nice job here by Caldera, getting upfield. Big tackle there by Woolridge, again for the Cats.
So the Bears right now moving the ball decently and nearly causing an offsides. We got a little movement on the defensive line. And a long snap count here. 14-0 Sonora early here in the first quarter. This is Caldera. Caldera to the line of scrimmage. Just getting mobbed by some of the biggest guys I've seen out on the field in quite some while. That's Alderman. He's 6'6", 230 pounds. And we also had Tyler Sells out there, 6'3", 185, taking out Caldera, who's all of, maybe 120, 140 when he's wet.
Yeah, and it was a situation where they missed the block on Alderman. They tried to double team him. They missed it. And then Alderman makes a tackle, as we see here.
Yeah, the pitch to Leveros, and he's got some room to run, and he's to the 26. And I'll tell you, first off, what a great block by Elkins that gave Leveros the room to even run that play.
Yeah, and that's the play they tried to run a moment ago when it was a bad snap, and they come right back to it. That counts as passing yards for Brokini. I love it. Throw the football. Absolutely. A little half-yard pass completed and picks up positive yards for the Bears.
3rd and 1. Versaga. He's got the first down as he comes in under center, takes the snap, and boy, all he needed was a yard, and he ended up picking up about 4. Now, Burciaga, we haven't seen get the ball much, and it's kind of nice to see him take a snap like that. And he is just a bear, if you want to call a bear. That guy just put his head down and gone.
Yeah, great job there by Burciaga to get the first down for the Bears.
Bears pulling out all stops, trying to get the touchdown here. This is Elkins. Elkins right, left. He's inside the 15 and down near the 14. So Summerville really moving the ball smooth here. They're protecting it and really making some moves as they are now in the red zone. 2nd down and 2.
Absolutely, and this is Elkins finding vision, cutting back. Nice job there, getting upfield, and then Woolridge bringing him down, but not before he picks up 8 for the Bears.
2nd down and short, and they caused Sonora to encroach on the long snap, so returning the favor that Sonora has done to the Bears.
Absolutely. Get them on the hard count, pick up the first down, put you down near the 10-yard line, right inside the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal here for Summerville. This is the answer that they had to get after the first 2 touchdowns by Sonora.
It's 1st and goal, ball marked at the 9. Brokini, quarterback keeper to the 5, 4 and down. My goodness, with the limp and the hamstring injury, and he is just a bulldog out there as you see him now create a 2nd down and goal situation inside the 5.
Yeah, and again, gutting it out. Nice job there by the senior. You knew if he can play, if he can physically go, he's going to go tonight. He's doing a good job there, leading his team, getting him down inside the 5-yard line.
It's Leveros in motion. They toss to Leveros, trying to get to the outside. He's going to have to cut back inside. He doesn't have the speed, and he's going to be stopped at the 5 for a loss of a yard. 3rd and goal at the 5.
Yeah, Alderman, good job there by Sonora Wildcats defensive end. Alderman, he comes up, gets double teamed, fights through it, and ends up still making the play for the Wildcats.
All right, 3rd and goal situation for the Bears. And Brokini looking to throw. He's in some pressure. Milborn taking him out as he's throwing the ball, so they're going to call that an incomplete pass. Yeah. Gabriel Milborn is a true gentleman. I've known the family for a long time, and when you see him pick up another player, he's not just doing that for the cameras. That's just who he is.
And on that play, you're faking the handoff, and you're hoping that defensive end bites down inside as we see another little trick play here coming for the Bears as they come out in their swing gate formation.
4th and goal. Worked for them last week. And it looks like Leveros is going to take the snap for the Bears on this play. Oh. Yeah, you hear the Sonora coaches all hollering, trying to get their team back into position here. This is Leveros taking the snap. Is he going to tuck it away and run? I think he's going to try to get to the outside. He throws it in the end zone, incomplete. He had an option and a man there, and they're going to turn it over on downs. And that's got to hurt for Summerville as they're down 14-0 here in the first quarter, getting that far and not being able to punch it in.
Yeah, you see here on the replay, he rolls out. He has the run-pass option. No one there. A nice job there by Jack Team breaking up the pass intended for receiver. Looked like Warfield on the play, but Team able to get his hand on it, knock it down, give Sonora back the football deep in their own territory, but saving the points on the scoreboard for the Wildcats.
Cats working from their 5. So the Bears defense now having to go to work could possibly do something here. The man in motion, number 22, stopped immediately at the line of scrimmage. That's Cade Clifton. They're going to give him a nice, generous half-yard gain on that play, because he was met actually behind the line of scrimmage, so he must have.
Yeah, you see on replay there, Goldstein coming up from his defensive tackle position and putting a hit on the ball carrier. Good job holding on to the football there by Clifton for the Wildcats. Could have been a disaster there for Sonora after the big emotional stop there on 4th down.
Cats have Bouchard. Man, he was wide open out here in the wideout position left. This is a give to the man in the backfield. And to the 10, maybe the 11-yard line, that's Teen. Jack Teen.
Yeah, nice job by Team there fighting for yardage as he gets it on that toss sweep. He gets away from the first guy and then finally bringing him down. Looked to be number 33, Gavin Andrews for the Bears. Brings up a 3rd and short for Sonora.
Wildcats on top 14-0 here in the first quarter. Last possession for the Bears. They were at the 5 and coughed it up on downs. Another long snap. Some movement. Nothing doing. Quarterback keeper. This is Colonel. He needs to get to the 2 yards. He's not going to get there. He'll be brought down just near the 16. It's going to be close. I think they're going to move the chains. Wow. They're giving them generous spots tonight. Either that or my eyes are not working. Let me see here on this replay. I got to see this.
He just fell forward there at the end. So nice job there by Colonel getting the first down for the Wildcats, moving the chains, and that's the important one. You want to always get that first one when you're backed up, because then that gives you an opportunity to get away from the end zone. If you do have to punt, you get the normal yardage. You don't have to be cramped, so good job there by Sonora. Picking up the initial first down now, see if they can drive it further as they turn the ball over here on the play.
Well, they may have just coughed it up on a fumble. The Bears say they have it, and so do the officials.
Levros comes away with it for Summerville. Looks like it was number 7. Go figure, Leon Tippett, that was in there on the tackle making the play for Summerville. Looked like he caused the turnover. But again, huge break for Summerville, getting the ball right back here in Sonora territory.
And that's just straight football. The Wildcats were doing nothing different than what they normally do. It's just the normal plays, just going over the right side. Just couldn't hold on to it. So Brocchini and company now with another chance from their 22. That's Tommy Warfield pitching it back out to Levros, who's looking in the end zone. He's got a man down there. Touchdown, Summerville! Holy smokes, 22 yards. The Bears come up with a huge play, and Jordan Cribbs.
Yeah, Cribbs was the receiver that made the catch. Levros makes the throw on the reverse pass there, and we see here on the replay, Levros rolling out. Good job making a strong throw as the defender sucked in on the run, and it's a touchdown for Summerville. Big momentum swing back to the Bears.
The Bears lining up in that, what they called a swinging gate. Going for 2. This is Levros under center here. Either that or he's just offset, and Brocchini's the one in the gun. I'm wondering if they might just... Looks like it's going to go to Brocchini. You got to watch. Levros is there right to the right. And there he goes swinging out into the end zone. The throw to Levros is good, and the Bears have completed the 2-point conversion. It's 14-8 Sonora in the first quarter here on NorCal Sports TV.
Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you. Come and help support the Barbecue for Beau Fundraiser. Beau Bachtel, a Somerville High graduate and football alumni, played college ball at both MJC and University of Buffalo, has been battling stage 4 liver and lung cancer. A GoFundMe page has been set up in his name and a barbecue event April 11th, where tickets can be purchased on Eventbrite. For more information, find both events on Facebook under Barbecue for Beau. That's Barbecue for Beau.
Summerville responds with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, bringing it within 6 as Sonora leads 14-8 here in the first quarter. Justin Flores, Jeremy Hurtado with you. The kick, the Wildcats now on the run, being chased and brought out near the 42, and that was
Zach Steelman. Yeah, Zach Steelman there up back, picking up the kickoff for Summerville, or for Sonora rather. As you see here on the replay, doing a nice job getting a block from his back and then getting up to about the 42-yard line.
And so the Summerville Bears pull off the reverse pass and all. And, I mean, how much razzle-dazzle can you put up against the team to continue to score, Jeremy?
You know, it's funny you mentioned that at the break, because when I was coaching against Sonora, we had 3 or 4 plays that we said, hey, you know, we know that we're going to be outmatched. We have to find ways to score. So you put these plays in specifically for Sonora, and you run them. And you run them in practice, and then you finally get to run them in the game, and the kids get all excited. And it's one of those things, hey, you know, it could work, it could not work. This time it worked out perfect for Summerville. Wouldn't be surprised to see a few more here by the Bears coaching staff here as the game goes along.
Mackay Christian got the pitch from Curnow and picked up 2 yards for the Wildcats. It's 2nd down and 8, Cats from their 43. Again, we're only in the first quarter here, and it's already 14-8.
Yeah. It's going to be a high-scoring game tonight, I think.
Quick. And this is a pitch to the man in motion, the wingman, who completely faked me out, and he's got a first down plus more. That's Steelman. No, I'm sorry, that's Jack Team. And I completely, if it wasn't for having our replay here, I'm trying to figure out exactly what did I miss. That's that quarterback. See, he pulls it away from the half, how he can pull that ball out of the handoff there with the fullback.
Yeah, that time Summerville not playing sound defense, leaving the wing open. You got a guy that's responsible for taking away the pitch dive, guy that comes up and he's responsible for taking care of the quarterback. And you have another third guy that has to come up and be responsible for taking care of that pitch back. And that time, nobody there to cover team. He gets up the sideline, picks up a nice yards, giving Sonora another first down inside Summerville territory.
Always been impressed with the Sonora Wildcat coaching staff to be able to raise up quarterbacks who are able to see those things and those reads, because they have that option if they're going to hand off to the fullback to take it out of his gut. And a timeout has been called by Sonora, of all people, here, 14-8 in the first quarter. We'll be right back right here on NorCal Sports TV.
Graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Calaveras counties the past 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Summerville graduate Chris Caldera join the team to help and eventually take over the family-run business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family-operated business. And go Bears! rcaldera.com, on Facebook and Instagram too. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
Always going to have people involved.
A lot of fun here in the first quarter. Sonora Wildcats on top 14-8. Summerville Bears football. They've got the ball, the Cats. 1st and 10 from the Bears 40. Curnow under center. Gives to the man in motion, the wingman, after a couple of fakes, but the Bears defense sniff it out. Caldera chasing down the ball carrier, number 22, Cade Clifton. And you see all the movement on the Wildcat snap, all the options that they have. A lot of times it's the quarterback deciding for himself, and I just realized on the play there that the ball actually hit the ground and bounced back up into Clifton's hands.
Yeah, Clifton almost turns the ball over. Luckily for him, it bounces right back up to him, but you know, he gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain there, so it's a positive play for the defense, and it's a positive play for the offense. They didn't turn the ball over.
2nd and 10 for Sonora. A lot of energy expelled to have no movement on the ball for the Cats. Now Curnow looking to throw on the wing. He's got Clifton wide open from the 40. 30, he's got 10 yards plus more. And the tackle by Summerville's Corey Ketchum.
Yeah, big first down there again. Nice play by the Cats. Everybody's looking to number 80. Hey, we got other guys on the field team we could throw out of the backfield. Good job there by Clifton getting the catch and then getting upfield, getting positive yards, picking up 13. setting the Cats up for the first play of the second quarter.
14-8, Cats with the lead. We'll be right back on NorCal Sports TV.
Black Oak Casino. Head to Black Oak Casino Resort through April 1st for our Winner's Circle cash drawings. On Wednesday and Thursday nights, you could win your share of $40,000. Starting at 6:30, we're giving away $777 every 30 minutes. Then at 8, one lucky winner will go home with $1,777. Come join the Winner's Circle, only at Black Oak Casino Resort. Visit blackoakcasino.com to learn more. Let the wins roll in. Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
So large. NorCal Sports TV live at Summerville High School. Summerville Bears football hosting the Sonora Wildcats. It's 14-8 Sonora. They've got the ball 1st and 10 at the Summerville 27 to start the second quarter. Justin Flores and Jeremy Hurtado. Hurtado says look for Milbourne on the first play here of the second quarter, but this time the quarterback's going to keep it, Curnow, and I honestly thought they were going to throw to him as he was a one-on-one coverage wide out on the right side. I thought for sure that was what was going to happen. So this Milbourne guy, Gabriel Milbourne, what is his role? What is he doing? He's a senior, so what's he doing at the end of the school year here in a month?
Well, he has basketball coming up here to play. Sonora will be playing basketball here. At least that's the plan here in May. But he has 3 or 4 Division 1 offers. We talked about those in the last game. I don't remember exactly what the offers were to, but I know they're big Power 5 schools. I don't know if those were for basketball or for football. But either way, he should be able to continue his education to the next level, playing sports in some capacity.
And this handoff here to Jack Teen picks up about 5 or 6 yards. And you'll notice here, as the Sonora Wildcats on this replay, how quick Curnow is to complete the plays that have been drawn out by the coaching. I mean, look at here. It looked like he had it. Looked like he may have given it to the fullback, instead tucking it in and giving it to Teen.
Yeah, and it brings up a nice 3rd and manageable for Sonora here. You got lots of options. You can run your dive play. You can run another sweep. You can always throw the ball up because it's 3rd and short, and try and you got a single coverage down here. Summerville made a change there. They got Tommy Warford out there playing cornerback on
Milbourne. Yeah, I noticed that it's one-on-one coverage there for such a threat to the defense. Maybe they don't assume that Sonora's going to take it to him every time. This time the fullback dive, if you will, gives them a first down, but flags are thrown on an illegal procedure call against Sonora, so that's a benefit for Summerville. But I'll tell you, that halfback dive is their bread and butter, and that was number 25, Clay Wooldridge. Watch this here. Just dive, and actually, well, you didn't have to dive that time, but he pretty much tried to dive over defenders. That would have been a first down for Sonora.
Yeah, and that time both wingsbacks moving, one of them in motion. Obviously, the other one got a little head start on the play, pushes it back 5 yards, and now a little harder for Sonora to pick up this first down. Not that it's impossible. It's only 3rd and 7. But you like those 3rd and 1s better than you like 3rd and 7s if you're an offense coordinator.
Do they do something risky and throw to Milbourne in the end zone here against Warfield? It looks like they're looking that way. They do give it to him. Oh, incomplete. Wow. Okay, so every player has them. The one that gets away, right? It's like the big fish catch or something. Yeah. And that one right there, Milbourne will be thinking about later.
Yeah, you see here on the replay, Milbourne's running a stop route. Nice job, good route, especially since Warfield's playing, giving him a 10-yard cushion. And again, you said it just went right through his hands, and we've seen him now play a game in almost, a little over a quarter. That's the first time we've seen him drop a pass. So, good job there for Summerville.
I wonder if he was running in his mind before he had the ball. Yeah, the positives for Summerville right now defensively, since their last offensive stance resulted in a touchdown. And Summerville here takes a timeout. Sonora on top, 14-8 in the second quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching NorCal Sports TV.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Benton Roberson CPAs provides personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Check us out online at br-cpa.net.
Your legs like NorCal Sports TV and Summerville Bears football. Wildcats 4th down and 7 from the Bears 29. Curnow looking to throw right side. He's got Milborn over there. It's caught at the 22. Warfield, no, not Warfield, but Leveros rather on the tackle, stops Milborn at the 20 on the open tackle, and so they cough it up on downs, and the Bears take over down 14-8.
This is a great job here. You see a battle. Leveros comes up, plays man coverage, and he's bump and run, and he gets up there, gets in his face, disrupts the wrap up out, still makes a catch, though, by Milborn, and then Leveros able to make the tackle 1.5 yards short of the first down. That's good football, good job there by both players involved. It just happened to go Summerville's way that time, and it gives the ball back to the Bears.
A lot of time here in the second quarter. And here comes that give to the man in motion, 25 to the 28, maybe a first down. That was Tommy. That was not Tommy. It's Joshua Caldera, number 22. And so Caldera, who had a big, nice run for a kickoff now, gets the ball for Summerville and picks up, it looks like they're going to give him a first down.
Yeah, nice job there by Caldera on the play.
Now this is what the Bears need to do, change things up. They now have Leon Tippett back there. And this is a give to Tippett. Here comes Tippett. He's fast, and he's got blockers on this left side. One-on-one against the Cats, number 5, and to the 35. And so you hear the team rooting him on as he's running with the ball, because this is what it's going to take for the Bears if they want to do some things, change up some things.
And it's not a shock. Leon played running back on the JV last year, and so he's listed as a running back / defensive lineman. So it's not a surprise to see him actually in the backfield. He's one of the fast guys on the team, like you said.
But the Cats haven't seen him.
Absolutely. So it's something you save for that special game, just like we talked about earlier.
2nd and 4 for the Bears. Now Brokini from the gun, a high snap. He's going to take it. He's got a first down and more down near the 39. Oh, I thought he had the first down plus a lot more, but they're just going to barely give it to him.
Nice job there. Again, keep the chains moving. Brokini just gutting things out, getting the first down. Way to be a senior leader for your team. You see here just diving over the Cats defenders for the first down.
All right, Elkins in his tail. Brokini taking his time, taking a look. Snap. This is a give to Elkins. Elkins is trying to make something happen straight up the center. And he's to the 41. Picks up 2 yards there for the Bears.
Yeah, and then like I talked about in the pregame show, I think Elkins is a big key tonight. Yeah, he didn't get a lot of yards here, but what he does is he just sets things up for later. He pounds on you, and then eventually you get tired, he breaks a big run. We've seen that a couple weeks ago against Big Valley Christian, and we'll see if that continues to be the trend here tonight.
This is Warfield, brought down by Milborn. Milborn returning the favor from the defensive side, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Bears.
Yeah, absolutely. And you think there's a little frustration maybe let out for A, dropping the pass, and then B, this next time not getting the first down, as you see him just fling the Bear down to the field for no gain.
3rd and 10 for the Bears here. We're in the second quarter. Sonora's on top 14-8. The clock running, just under 8 minutes to go. And Brokini is not in a hurry, neither is the Bears. Takes a step back, looking to throw in some trouble, and he will be brought down eventually by Milborn from behind down near the 42. Brokini just could not find an open man that he liked to pass. Brokini on the snap actually stepped back and looked like he took a dip, and that right leg is really bothering him.
Yeah, and he's going to come out of the game. He's saying, hey, I need someone to come in for me there. As a, we kind of wondered how long can he go. That's the question. He's been in there making plays. That time, quarterback, it wasn't a quarterback draw, but it ended up being that. And so you just got to, hey, he's done everything you've asked him to do as a senior. Now Leveros going to come in and play quarterback for the Bears. looking like we're trying to get who's going to come in the sub, and Summerville may end up taking a timeout here. That's absolutely what they do. They're just going to take a timeout to regroup here.
Summerville Bears football. Bears down by 6 with the ball, 4th and 7 when we return on NorCal Sports TV.
Broadcast of Bears football is brought to you by the Bears Quarterback Club, Yosemite Title Company, Black Oak Casino, Sindelar Plumbing, Roberson Construction, Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, Barbecue for Beau, Caldera Construction, Benton Roberson CPAs, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, and the Sonora Conference Center.
NorCal Sports TV, Summerville Bears football. Bears down by 6, 4th and 7 with the ball at their own 42. Brokini, Jaden is currently out, and Leveros now taking the snaps for the Bears after the timeout. Leveros, who likes to throw, who was a quarterback for years in Pop Warner ball, gets the ball after it's tipped to Elkins for a first down in Sonora territory. That ball was thrown with some speed and tipped off a Wildcat player right into the arms of Kai Elkins.
Yeah, on that time, Summerville goes 4 wide receivers, sprints, and then you have Elkins coming back across the field, and it's just over the outstretched hands of the 6'6" Roger Alderman, who couldn't get enough hand on it to knock it down. Elkins is able to catch, gets the first down.
Fresh set of downs. Kai Elkins, nothing doing. 2nd and 10 for the Bears at the Sonora 47. And we'll keep our eyes on Jaden Brokini, who's now on the sidelines with his helmet off, really nursing that right leg, the right hamstring, which was really irritated last week against Calaveras. Nursed all week. Almost took no reps in practice. It was Leveros taking most of the snaps, who's currently taking the snaps for the Bears. This is Caldera. Caldera's got a run inside the 40, or to the 40 at least, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Bears.
Absolutely, and a nice job here by Caldera. He plays design to go to the left, finds a hole back to the right, cuts back, gets big yards, now brings up a 3rd and short for Summerville.
And so under the helm of a new quarterback, Sonora Wildcats taking a look to see what Leveros can and cannot do. Leveros, again, in his Pop Warner years, played a quarterback thanks to my Jugal source, Jeremy Hurtado. That's what I call him, Jugal. And nothing doing here for Caldera this time.
Yeah, and really you get a chance to see what the future holds now here for Summerville. You got a sophomore in there playing quarterback. You got a lot of guys in here that are younger guys, sophomores and juniors playing important positions here for Summerville. And you see there's a little quicker tempo here this drive for Summerville as well.
4th and 3, trying to get them on the hard count here. Sonora has been successful against Summerville a few times here tonight. Now Summerville trying to do the same thing. There's the snap. Oh, Sonora called a timeout prior to the snap. I guess Coach Craig saw something he didn't like. We'll take a timeout as well. Sonora on top here in the 2nd quarter on NorCal Sports TV.
Graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Calaveras counties the past 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Summerville graduate Chris Caldera join the team to help and eventually take over the family-run business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family-operated business. And go Bears! rcaldera.com on Facebook and Instagram, too. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. 9362.
You can't?
Nope.
Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV. It's 4th and 3 for the Bears. They need this. Leveros with a pitch to Warfield in the back, and Warfield will be brought down at the 42, and so they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, that time Summerville comes out 4 wide receivers to the right side of the field. Last time they did that, they ran that screen back this way. This time they go speed option and it's just that's the right pitch by Leveros. That's just a great play by Milbourne. He's the guy that's in charge of taking care of the quarterback, but he comes off that, goes and makes the play on the pitch, man. That's just, being an athlete, and it's one of those things that if you look on it in film, it was drawn up the exact way you want it for Summerville, except you got Milbourne out there playing defensive end.
4:46 left in the first half. Wildcats leading 14-8, and with the ball, there's a pitch to the right, and I'll tell you what, Cade Clifton gets a couple of yards, but I honestly was watching the fullback because I thought he was the one that got the ball again. And so 3 yards on first down. I mean, it just the way that these quarterbacks are taught with this Wildcat offense, that you have the option. You can pull that out of the gut of the fullback. It may be designed for that play, but sometimes that fullback doesn't even know he's not going to get the ball.
No, you really don't. And it's one of those things you work on. It's called a mesh point, and you work on it when you run this offense. It's the first thing you install. It's the last thing that you practice every day. And you rep it so much, and you really just don't know what's going to happen.
Pass on the outside and an open field tackle, and that was Zachary Steelman for the Wildcats, and the stop by Leveros, I think, back there. It was not Leveros, or was it Ketchum, number 12? Yeah, Corey Ketchum. And so 3rd down and 3 at the 50 for Sonora, and a nice stop by Ketchum.
Absolutely. Zach Steelman, 5'11", 170-pound junior. He also plays baseball for the Wildcats. So good to see him out here getting some time playing wide receiver for Sonora.
What are you thinking here? Belly dive, right side. Oh, the long snap
got
the Bears.
Do a long snap, long count, and get them to jump again.
I think that's 4 of them, and so let's just move the chains, as they say, and give you a fresh set of downs, and now the Wildcats can go back to work and find something else to do.
Update over there from Argonaut. Calaveras, Argonaut at the half. Argonaut up 14-12, thanks to our friend of the program, Guy Dossie, texting me the score there, giving us updates there. Again, Argonaut up 14-12 over Calaveras at the half.
And here at Sonora, or at Summerville, Sonora on top, 14-8, and a first down plus more for Jack Team and company. And just a basic Wildcat play. Give the man in motion the ball, and he'll take off with it.
Yeah, absolutely. You see on the replay here, it's that little counter play they run. They fake the dive, give it to the guy coming back, and he picks up a big block there by Stillman, leading the way for him. So sophomore Team making a big play there for the Wildcats, picking up the first down.
From the Bears 33, Kerno under center. Looking the right side. This is Milbourne from the 28. Sidesteps one tackler, another tackler, and it'll take 3 more Bears to finally bring him down, but not before he gets it to the 20, and a fresh set of downs. About a 13-yard gain for Milbourne on that play.
And that's the thing, again, they're giving him a 10-yard cushion when Tommy's out there, so he's just hitching up at 8, making the catch. This time, guys miss tackles, and then 3, 4, 5 guys come over and finally bring him down right at the 20-yard line, setting it up 1st and 10 for Sonora.
Clock running, 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Cats on top 14-8. Battle back and forth. That's Team in motion. They give to Wooldridge, though, the halfback, and it's picked up on a fumble by Leveros. Leveros still on his feet. He's got some blockers. He's across midfield and down at the 39. Colby Bouchard for the Sonora Wildcats, finally bringing him down.
Yeah, that might have saved the touchdown, too, because Leveros had guys in front of him. We see here on the replay, gets away from Jack Team on the initial tackle, and then Bouchard comes from behind. Nobody sees him. Otherwise, that could have been a touchdown for the Bears and a huge momentum swing again. We talked about it. Summerville has to get breaks to be able to stay in the football game, and so far they've been able to do that twice now. The Cats have had it down deep in the territory of the Bears and haven't scored, and look who's back in the game at quarterback now for Summerville.
Jaden Brokini from the Cats 40. And he's looking to throw, and he throws hard right side. He's got a man open downfield, incomplete.
Just over the outstretched hands there of Cribbs, and I'm not sure if Cribbs even saw the football. I don't know if it got up in the lights, but he was open down the sideline, had a chance there to make a huge play.
Like a soap on a rope, and you see Brocchini as he steps back on that weak foot, still kind of stumbling, but man, putting all he's got into that throw. And that was an auto touchdown there.
Yeah, that was
Second
a
and 10 now for the Bears.
huge missed opportunity there for Summerville.
Going back to the original play with the fumble recovery by Leveros in the run, number 53, Trevor Grandbois, made a heads-up play because he could have pushed from the back and could have gotten one of those late flags, as you're running with the ball carrier. And thinking ahead and looking behind and watching what Leveros was doing, able to keep the play clean, which got them to the 40. And here we are now after one play, Brocchini nearly throwing a strike for a touchdown, and a couple of changes here in personnel. And we're loading up that right side.
So interesting there is Summerville tried to change running backs. Leon came on with his helmet off, tried to put it on. The official stopped the play. Leon came back out, and then they said, no, we're going to stop it for you to put your helmet on. So,
and here comes Tippett. No, it's not Tippett. It was Brocchini with a quarterback keeper. I wish he would have given it to Tippett because Tippett was running all by himself, and I was following him, and he didn't even have the ball. So 3 yards on down here on second down brings up 3rd down and 7. My goodness, they faked me out on that play. I literally thought for sure. I think everybody else was hoping that Tippett was going to get it.
Yeah, it looked like it was a read play, and I mean, he probably should have given it to Tippett, but still picks up positive yards, brings up a 3rd and manageable for Summerville.
Brocchini scrambling, and Milbourne's going to chase him down, turning back around. He's got to have somebody downfield at some point. As he's hit, he throws, incomplete, and brought down by Aaron Greenway. And I don't know how much more Brocchini has in him to keep going, but I can't imagine the Bears doing anything but going for it here in this position, 4th and 7.
No, that was a great job by the offensive line, actually. I mean, when your quarterback moves around like that, you don't know where he's at. It's easy to get a block in the back penalty, one of those type of things, but they were able to avoid the penalty, picks up some blocks, and eventually he got hit by Greenway, but I mean, if you clock that, it's probably, 6-8 seconds that he had to throw the football.
Yeah. And the hard snap count draws Jason Sullivan there, Hero Sullivan. And so a 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and 2 for the Bears now.
Absolutely, and now much more manageable.
Yeah.
A lot of offensive plays you can call here, 4th and 2. Wouldn't be surprised if they go, to the run game here and try and pick it up with Tommy Warfield. We'll see here what they decide to do on 4th and 2, though.
Brocchini really nursing that right foot. Looking to throw. In the center, incomplete, trying to give it to Leveros between the...
Yeah, he had an open receiver on the outside. Warfield ran out of the backfield, ran the arrow route, had the 1st down if he so chose that way. He goes to the middle of the field, and Leveros has lots of defenders around him, so that was just one of those things where you try to force it in as a quarterback, and you look on the sidelines, and you can see they're talking to him saying, hey, probably a better choice would have been throw the out. You have it there. The play's designed to go there, and unfortunately for Summerville,
surprise the linebackers of Sonora or something.
Yeah, unfortunately for Summerville, they turned the ball over on down, so nothing out of the big turnover by Leveros earlier.
Here's Sonora from their 32. Milbourne in the center, incomplete, and dragging Warfield with him even afterwards. Warfield didn't realize he didn't have the ball, but even then he couldn't bring down Milbourne.
No, and that was actually a pretty good job by Warfield. I think he got his hand on the ball and knocked it away, as we see here on the replay. Running the post pattern, and he just gets up there and gets his hands in between Milbourne's and knocks the ball down. So good job there by Tommy Warfield to make the play. And again, you expect Sonora 144, wouldn't be shocked to see him try and throw again.
Team in motion in the backfield. That's Cade Clifton, but man, he was brought down quickly by Burciaga. Flags are thrown after the play, probably some trash talking on the field.
Yeah.
And that may not go well for Summerville if it's against them.
Yeah, it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bears. But you see, Burciaga, he's playing that defensive end position, does a good job of staying home on that counter, making the play. And unfortunately for Summerville, somebody said something, and that's going to give Sonora 15 yards and a first down. So you make a big play, you do what you got to do, and then you shoot yourself in the foot by getting them into a first down by saying something.
Just a little bit of bravado from Burciaga after the tackle, just kind of stepping up and showing a little bit too much and probably a little too much of boisterous. So he'll sit out for a play, and the Cats get a fresh set of downs at their 43. Right side, Paul is thrown. Team is out of bounds, incomplete, but a nice defensive stance there for Summerville on that play.
Yeah, team running the wheel route there up the sideline, just thrown over his head. Team only, 5'9", 150. So the pass there, he got hit as he throws it, might have caused it to flutter out of bounds, but team was open on the route. So nice job there by Summerville to cause a incomplete pass. Now you got 1:18 left to go. You can't give up points if you're Summerville here.
Cats from their 44. A lot of options, as we've seen tonight. They run a lot of options. This pass incomplete and just let out too much for Clay Clifton. A little too far out ahead of him. And, it's been a while since I've seen a Sonora Wildcat team play live. And, we're talking like 10-plus years. And I haven't seen them put the ball in the air so often. I don't know if this is something new for them or if it's just from having Milborn and a couple of these guys. But, man, from that Wildcat offense, I was always so used to the fullback guy.
It's funny you say that because last year I was in the office talking. I coached baseball over there for the JV team. And I was over in the office and I was talking to Coach Craig, and he's like, we're going to throw the football. I'm like, oh, sure you are. And he goes, no, it's not as much as you guys at Bret Hart did, but we don't be surprised if you see us throw it. I'm like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, Coach.
Nearly picked off by Leveros here, another lead pass. But, it's like last week, Leveros was like, we're going to run a balanced offense, we're going to pass and throw, we're going to see more passes. We didn't quite see that, although early in the game against Calavers they did. But a lot of times it's so easy to fall back to what you know and what you've been doing. And here is 3 passes in a row for Sonora going incomplete.
Yeah, and it's easy to say, hey, we're going to throw the football, but when you're a running team and that's what you do, and you start seeing the incomplete passes, you tend to fall back on what you know, and that's, hey, let's run the football. Now, in this situation, it's short clock. You have to throw the football. Had a chance to make a couple plays, didn't make them. Now you're punting the ball back to Summerville.
And things go right here for the Bears. They'll have a minute to try to, and they're going to let that one go. And that's going to take a Bears bounce, actually. And out at the 28, so the Bears take over from their own 28 with 1:04, down by 6 here. And so, the Bears have thrown a couple of razzle-dazzle plays at the Cats and have been successful. Do they have any more up their sleeves? Is that what they have to do against Sonora? What about the annihilation of Puerto Rico or annexation of Puerto Rico?
I think right now you're looking at two things. You're trying to get the ball near midfield and not turning the ball over. You can't afford to turn the ball over here. Each team has one timeout. So we'll see how they attack this here.
Open backfield here for Brocchini. To the right, Leveros. It's caught at the 36. And so 7 yards on that play. Of course, high school football, he's down, whether he's touched or not. But a nice pass. They're going to give him 8-yard pickup, 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And what you saw there is you saw a wide receiver screen to the left, and then you got the flood pattern to the right. So that's kind of a RPO-type option for Summerville.
Now loading up the left side, in some trouble. A little short pass to Frankenstein, incomplete. So 3rd down and 2 now for the Bears.
Yeah, and that was a great decision there by Brocchini. He saw it. He was in pressure. Decided, hey, I'm going to dump this at his feet because if he catches it, he's going to get hit and not pick the first down up. So we'll just throw it in the ground. It's an incomplete pass. It stops the clock. Now, there is a flag on the play, so we'll see what that is. But a nice decision there by Brocchini as we have an eligible man downfield on Summerville. So that's going to push the Bears back most likely.
Is that a lineman jump too far ahead?
Well, as an offensive lineman, you can only go 3 yards downfield. And so what they're doing is they're running these flood pattern on one side, wide receiver screen on the other. And so if the timing gets blown up like it did on that play, the linemen are running that wide receiver screen, they're going to get downfield. It's just the way it works.
And the Bears here back to the 36. And that was Brokini, the quarterback keeper. I'm surprised he's holding on to that.
And I think right now they're just trying to go to the half. I'd be shocked if Summerville runs another play after running that. Sonora doesn't take a timeout, so I think Summerville's going to be happy just to take it in the locker room.
Yeah.
Down 14-8 here in the first half.
Well, I thought he was going to do that too. They looked like they were taking a rest. This is Elkins going to run with it. He'll get the first down, but that's going to do it. 14-8 Sonora at the half here at Summerville High School on NorCal Sports TV.
Broadcast of Bears football is brought to you by the Bears Quarterback Club, Yosemite Title Company, Black Oak Casino, Sindelar Plumbing, Roberson Construction, Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, Barbecue for Beau, Caldera Construction, Benton Roberson CPAs, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, and Sonora Conference Center. Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
Buying a home or property is one of the most significant financial transactions you'll ever make. Protect your ownership with title insurance and the experience of Yosemite Title Company on your side. Yosemite Title Company is Tuolumne County's largest and longest continually operated title company. Locally owned and operated, we conduct escrow and title services from our main office in Sonora. With over 40 years of experience, we've established an excellent reputation for providing high-quality service. Our dedicated and professional staff will work closely with you from start to finish to meet your needs, researching the title to your property and helping you navigate through the process. Choose your community title company. Choose Yosemite Title Company.
Black Oak Casino. Head to Black Oak Casino Resort through April 1st for our Winner's Circle cash drawings. On Wednesday and Thursday nights, you could win your share of $40,000. Starting at 6:30, we're giving away $777 every 30 minutes. Then at 8, one lucky winner will go home with $1,777. Come join the Winner's Circle, only at Black Oak Casino Resort. Visit blackoakcasino.com to learn more. Let the wins roll in.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you. Benton Roberson CPAs provides personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Check us out online at br-cpa.net. Come and help support the Barbecue for Beau Fundraiser. Beau Bachtel, a Somerville High graduate and football alumni, played college ball at both MJC and University of Buffalo, has been battling stage 4 liver and lung cancer. A GoFundMe page has been set up in his name and a barbecue event April 11th, where tickets can be purchased on Eventbrite. For more information, find both events on Facebook under Barbecue for Beau. That's Barbecue for Beau. Somerville graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Calaveras counties the past 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Somerville graduate Chris Caldera join the team to help and eventually take over the family-run business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family-operated business. And go Bears! rcaldera.com on Facebook and Instagram, too. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
This broadcast of Bears football is brought to you by the Bears Quarterback Club, Yosemite Title Company, Black Oak Casino, Sindelar Plumbing, Roberson Construction, Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, Barbecue for Beau, Caldera Construction, Benton Roberson CPAs, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, and the Sonora Conference Center.
Justin Flores and Jeremy Hurtado at the half. Sonora on top 14-8. Sonora got the first two touchdowns fairly easy, it looked like, but since then Summerville has given them a run for their money. And here is our first half highlights with Jeremy.
Yeah, with 10:34 left to go in the first quarter, Cano threw to Milbourne down the right sideline, 23-yard touchdown pass. Blackmore came in, made the extra point, made it 7-0 in the first 90 seconds of the game. Sonora's second offensive possession was a quick one-play, 60-yard drive. Curnow, again, finding Milbourne down that same right sideline behind the defender. Extra point by Blackmore again was up and good, making it 14-0. Then finally, Summerville on their third opportunity after a turnover by Sonora deep in their territory. Levros on the reverse pass to Cribbs for the touchdown, and then Brocchini to Levros for the two-point conversion. 1:42 left to go in the first quarter. It was 14-8. We thought, hey, we're going to have a high-scoring game back and forth. And then the second quarter, nothing. No points. Both teams kind of settled down. There was opportunities for both teams to make plays in the red zones, but they didn't make them. And then here we are, 14-8 at the half.
And you are hearing that right. Jeremy said within the first 3 minutes of this game, Sonora went up 14-0. And we thought, uh-oh. And but since then, Summerville has stopped them every bit of the way, off and on throughout multiple times, and it's just been a miraculous game so far. So you're not going to want to miss the second half, because as adjustments are made, a lot of times teams come out looking a lot different than they did in the first half. And as Sonora leads 14-8, we'll come back with that second half kickoff right here on NorCal Sports TV.
Broadcast of Bears football is brought to you by the Bears Quarterback Club, Yosemite Title Company, Black Oak Casino, Sindelar Plumbing, Roberson Construction, Scott Berner, Financial Representative of Thrivent, Barbecue for Beau, Caldera Construction, Benton Roberson CPAs, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, and Sonora Conference Center. Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
Buying a home or property is one of the most significant financial transactions you'll ever make. Protect your ownership with title insurance and the experience of Yosemite Title Company on your side. Yosemite Title Company is Tuolumne County's largest and longest continually operated title company. Locally owned and operated, we conduct escrow and title services from our main office in Sonora. With over 40 years of experience, we've established an excellent reputation for providing high-quality service. Our dedicated and professional staff will work closely with you from start to finish to meet your needs, researching the title to your property and helping you navigate through the process. Choose your community title company. Choose Yosemite Title Company.
Black Oak Casino. Head to Black Oak Casino Resort through April 1st for our Winner's Circle cash drawings. On Wednesday and Thursday nights, you could win your share of $40,000. Starting at 6:30, we're giving away $777 every 30 minutes. Then at 8, one lucky winner will go home with $1,777. Come join the Winner's Circle, only at Black Oak Casino Resort. Visit blackoakcasino.com to learn more. Let the wins roll in.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you. Benton Roberson CPAs provides personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Check us out online at br-cpa.net. Come and help support the Barbecue for Beau Fundraiser. Beau Bachtel, a Somerville High graduate and football alumni, played college ball at both MJC and University of Buffalo, has been battling stage 4 liver and lung cancer. A GoFundMe page has been set up in his name and a barbecue event April 11th, where tickets can be purchased on Eventbrite. For more information, find both events on Facebook under Barbecue for Beau. That's Barbecue for Beau. Summerville graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Calaveras counties the past 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Summerville graduate Chris Caldera join the team to help and eventually take over the family-run business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family-operated business. And go Bears! rcaldera.com on Facebook and Instagram too. Scott Berner, Financial Representative of Thrivent. helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
Seconds, so.
NorCal Sports TV, Justin Flores and Jeremy Hurtado. We're live at Summerville High School, Thorstead Field, home of the Bears. They're down by 6 to the Sonora Wildcats, 14-8. As we head into the second half, Jeremy, I say this with a bit of caution in bringing this up because I don't want to upset any faithful of any kind, but 14-8, only down by 6, or even up by 6. Is this what you were expecting by halftime for this game?
You know, in rivalry games, you never know what to expect. You kind of just go, okay, look, you know, and it's been a short COVID season. One team's played one game, you know, so it's hard to say, hey, they're really, really good, or they're not, you know, as good as they've been in the past. So it doesn't shock me much. I think we're going to see things kind of even out here in the second half, and we're going to see, let's just say, a difference in play in the second half. I know Summerville came out there. They were hooping and hollering now coming out of the halftime break. They get the football first. So they get the first opportunity to just say, hey, we're going to try and go score. Well, you know, what can we do with it? On the flip side, Sonora pretty much has done what they needed to do on offense. They just turned the football over. 3 times they've had it down, or 4 times they've had it on the Summerville side. They scored 2 of those, but they've turned the ball over the other 2 times. So holding on to the football for Sonora, the key for them. For Summerville, you got to just continue what you're doing. You're playing a game that you know, 14-8. You have to be happy with the situation that you're in. You feel like you may have given away a touchdown. When Levros had that fumble recovery, you didn't score on that one. That one's going to come back and hurt if Summerville loses by, say, 5 or 6. That drive is going to stick with those guys for a long time. But for the most part, it's been back and forth. It's been pretty even. I thought Summerville did real well to answer the momentum shift. In the beginning of the game, Sonora came out on fire, just throwing bombs. Yeah, literally.
Right.
Throwing bombs.
Right, exactly what we were expecting, and we were expecting that high-scoring game.
So, you know, it could have been easily, Summerville could have said, whoa, we're not in this, and we're not wanting to play that way, and Sonora could have just tracked me into this. That hasn't happened. Summerville came out and said, okay, you guys are going to throw your palm passes. You're going to throw the ball to him. We're going to make an adjustment on defense. He slowed down Milbourne, I guess is how you put it. He hasn't, you know, he had 83 yards in the first 2 drives. Since then, he's had only about 15 yards on 4 catches. So not that you're going to eliminate him altogether, because that's impossible.
Even a couple of dropped passes.
But, yeah, absolutely. And so you're making Sonora work for it instead of giving them the chunk plays. And so that's all you can do if you're the defensive side of the ball for Summerville.
And Summerville playing with some heart. You know, Summerville playing with a lot of heart. And, I mean, even with a quarterback who's drawn up limp with a hamstring issue. He's in his final game of his senior year in a COVID pandemic season. I mean, do these games, I meant to ask this, and I may have before, and I'll actually listen to you this time instead of just asking the question and not listening to you. Are these games really counting toward league-type play? Are these going, I mean, obviously there won't be any playoffs, or that we know of, or is there?
No, there's no playoffs. There's no league championship involved. But at the same time, Summerville, Sonora, it doesn't matter if you're playing at Pop Warner level, if you're playing at high school level, you want to beat them.
You're right.
Okay, these two teams can come out here tomorrow and play a game, and they'd still want to beat each other.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if nobody's here watching.
Right.
So it's more about pride. And this is a cross-county rivalry. Everybody knows about it. Half the people here are Sonora fans, half the people are Summerville fans, and it's just about playing the other team from across county, and you want to beat them. Summerville hasn't beat them in 6 years. Since they came back to the league, nobody has but Amador, like we talked about. So if Summerville could beat them, I guarantee you Summerville people are going to say, hey, we beat Sonora. It doesn't matter if it was COVID or not. On this flip side, Sonora's going to say, hey, we beat Summerville. It doesn't matter if it's COVID or not.
This is Caldera picking up the drop ball and getting it to at least the 16, it looks like. And so the Bears, excuse me. Cats and Bears, two extremely different animals. It's Sonora, it's Summerville. They got two different colors, and I still can't figure out who's doing what. But the Bears, rather, from their own 16 to start the second half here, and maybe even return the favor of what Sonora did their first series in the first part of the game.
And I look to first Summerville just keep throwing the football. I mean, if you're going to go down with what you can do. Throw the ball around the field, see what happens.
And so here's Brokini, and that's Cribbs. Cribbs with a nice block from Elkins to give him some room to run. He's across the 20 and down near the 23. So on first down, he picks up 7 yards. A lot of options here for second down between Berciaga and Elkins. They gave Cribbs some great running room.
Absolutely. And another way to nullify some of those big guys from Sonora is make them run sideline to sideline. You see the big guys from Sonora behind on the jet sweep. Make them run from one side of the field to the other. You know they play both ways, too. So you're trying to tire those guys out. The best way to do that is just get them moving. And then I wouldn't be shocked to see Somerville go with some up-tempo offense here in the second half as well.
Here comes Elkins again, trying to get at least to the 25, 26, and he's actually to about the 24, even though he rolled to the 26. So he's going to be to the line of scrimmage for 3rd down and 2. I like how they have Berciaga now in the lineup there, kind of flanking Brokini a little bit and kind of getting that first block up ahead. And if he's not careful, he's going to get flagged for some push behind in the back here. He is a very strong fellow, but Berciaga right now is playing bodyguard to Brokini. And here's Brokini with a keeper, and he's going to be met in the backfield, brought down at the 20. And so 4th down and 6 coming up here. And that's the first time. Oh, that's Berciaga actually coming up lame after that play.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a design play to Brokini, but not a good block there. Pick up on the play by Sells to make the tackle for Sonora.
Yeah, John Eggers coming out, and Leveros is going to take the snap here, it looks like, as Brokini goes out into the slot left.
Yeah, and curious here because Brokini's normally not on the punt team, I don't believe. So we'll see what happens here.
He's setting up like he's going to punt this thing. Oh, and that may have been a delay in game. I think Leveros saw that we were coming down.
He did. There's an official back there that's waving his hand in the air, and he was counting down, hand counting the last 5 seconds, and so he was clapping, saying, hey, give me the ball, and it didn't work out, so we'll see what happens here.
So now 4th and 11, back to their 25 on their first series here to start the second half, and Leveros will put his boot to the ball. What a kick. My goodness, that was a great kick for Leveros. And picking it up at the 45 and touching it. Still free ball, but I think the Bears may have recovered at the 44 finally. I can't even make heads or tails on who was doing what. All I can tell you is that ball slipped out of the fella, I think it was number 25, Clay Wooldridge, who was going to get it.
Bad decision here. You should have just let it alone. Instead, Elkins comes down and makes a play. And then finally falling on the football for Summerville is number 72, Warren Goldstein. And again, another opportunity here for Summerville.
Possibly a momentum shift, too.
Absolutely. And again, as a coach, you tell them, hey, if you're not going to catch the punt, get away from it. And in that time, Woolridge tried to get it off the bounce, and nothing good happens on that, as you see there.
From the Wildcat 45, this is Caldera picking up 5 strong yards on first down. 2nd and 5, Bears at the Wildcats 40.
Yeah, nice job there by Harrell Sullivan to making the tackle there for Sonora. But again, big momentum shift here after the special teams play by Summerville. Have to cash in here if you're the Bears.
2nd down and 6. Ball is at the 40. Line of scrimmage was 44. And so Caldera stopped back behind the line of scrimmage and brought down. Actually, they might give him the momentum stop near the 42. So at the favorable spot.
Yeah, Sells came down and just made a huge play there for Sonora. Defensive line position. You see him get inside of Goldstein, come slant right through the gap, and just make a big play in the backfield for the Cats.
They're down and 8 for the Bears, trying to capitalize on the fumbled kick return by Sonora. Brocchini, short pass to Warfield is incomplete, bounced right off his hands, and so 4th down and 8.
Yeah, that was going to be a screen play, and it kind of got 65. Sells kind of got in the way. As you see here, he feels it and actually knocks it down. Nice job there by Sells. Making the play again, back-to-back plays for the Wildcats. It looks like Summerville's going to line up the punt once again.
Elkins and Warfield, along with Egger. Of course, Leveros, the kicker. And Sonora has no punt returner on the field. And so Summerville hoping that this ball takes a nice bounce, and this time to the 13. Maybe the 14. 13.
Yeah, defense playing a punt safe there. Not a bad decision if you're Sonora, because Summerville really, they're gaining 20 yards on the punt, 25, but a chance there if they so chose to maybe run a kind of a trick play. So you leave your regular defense in, no return guy, and if they kick it back there and they kick it inside of 20, then you just deal with it if you're Sonora.
Been a wild start to the second half.
But Sonora's defense able to come out and make a big stop there on the sudden change. Summerville takes over at the 40, can't move it, has to punt it again to the Wildcats.
Pitch in the backfield. That's an open ball there. Considered a pitch in the back, maybe like a fumble. I can't tell who came up with it. Possibly the ball carrier, number 7. Is that Mackay Christian?
Yeah, Christian able to come up with it, but again, Sonora playing with danger there. A bad pitch again behind the running back, and Christian able to fall on it. Luckily for Sonora, as 3 or 4 Bears were there trying to fall on it, but again, another big play here for Summerville. Bringing up a 2nd and 18 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, the ball's on the 6-yard line now. And the clock is running. This is Curnow under center. Wildridge was in motion. The pitch to team. Team met by Leveros and company near the 18. They'll have him down at the 19, so he picked up quite a few yards for the Wildcats, giving them some breathing room. Not a first down, but it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 5.
No, and a good job by team. Like you said, gets upfield, follows his guys, and then uses those legs and drives near the 20-yard line for Sonora. So picking up a big positive play for the Cats after the negative on first down.
Got to get it across the 24 to convert the 3rd down. It's Wildridge in motion. They give to the fullback to dive over the right side. He's only to the 22 maybe. And so 4th down for the Sonora Wildcats and short.
You look like Crockett was in on the tackle for Summerville. Big play there again by the Bears, able to get on. It looked like Crockett grabbing the legs along with Caldera, and it looks like it could be a punt situation here for Sonora.
Milbourne is out on the field. He did come out. They are looking to punt, or showing punt. They got their big man, Milbourne, in the back. And they are punting.
A nice kick by Blackmore.
Leveros is going to let that thing go.
And you hear the Summerville coaches, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Get out of the way. Ball's on the ground. You have a code word or screen, but good field position here set up for Summerville after the punt again. So right now all the momentum is in the Bears' side.
And here
they got to take advantage of one of these drives where they get it over, midfield. They had the last possession inside Sonora territory. You got to take advantage of it if you're going to pull out the victory here tonight for Summerville.
Bears from their 48. We got 5.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. No change in the score. It's 14-8 Sonora. A little surprise for Jeremy and I both. We're expecting really high-scoring game, at least by now, and it's been a battle. This is Elkins. Elkins to the 50, trying to cross into Sonora territory. He's got a couple of yards. Hard-fought yards. And I tell you one thing about Summerville is they're not afraid to just take it to this right up into the line of this massive Sonora defense. Roger Alderman is 6'6", 230. You know, these guys are big. Tyler Sells is 6'3", 185. That's number 65, number 65 and 66 there. And those are big guys on the line that they're going against.
Yeah, and then you got Kyler Hanks, 5'9", 235, that plays linebacker for Sonora. So size up front, definitely in favor of the Cats. But so far, it's been a pretty even battle here between the two teams tonight.
That short pass to Burciaga was incomplete, thrown a little low. Tough one, too, because Burciaga hasn't had a lot of touches, and we've been actually waiting and watching for him to possibly have something. And that one there just didn't give him an opportunity to show what he could do.
And then Brocchini coming back out.
I think he's hurting.
Leveros going to play quarterback here.
Quarterback keeper, nothing doing as he's met immediately at the line.
Yeah, and again, nice play there on the defensive line by Tyler Sells and number 68, or 65 Sells rather, and 58 Aaron Greenway making a big play there for the Cats.
4th down and 9, and so Leveros will punt it. And Wildcats going again without a kick returner. Is that a punishment on the coach's part?
I think it's just a safe. Hey, if everyone's back there, they can't, muff the kick. So nice kick, though, by Elkins.
Tell you, Leveros. Is that Elkins or Leveros?
I'm sorry, Leveros, yeah.
And Cribbs picks it up at the 3. And so Summerville, the one thing Summerville can do is punt that ball, and they can put that thing in the corner.
Yeah, beautiful kick there by Leveros, 47-yard punt. Down inside the 5. Looks like they're going to put it to 4 for the Wildcats. But again, Cats take over deep in their own territory.
We haven't even seen an attempt to throw to Milbourne at all this quarter with 4 minutes to go. Cats have only had the ball. But this is their second or
this is their second
time. And the Bears were able to hold them back. So we got one of the assistant crews coming out onto the field for something here. A little confusion here on the sidelines. Again, 14-8, Sonora with the lead here in the third quarter. 4 minutes to go. Sonora with the ball, deep in their territory at the 4, thanks to a beautiful punt by Leveros, picked up by Cribbs inside the 5. And here come the Cats. Quarterback keeper for Curnow, stopped at the 6.
Yeah, from Sonora, you really have to execute here. We've seen 2 or 3 times now where they've tried to pitch the ball and it's been on the ground. They've turned the ball over on a couple different fumbles. So you cannot do that here if you're the Cats. You got to be positive yards and execute and get the ball out of your shadows of your own goal line, because you turn over down here, it could be an instant 6 points for the Bears.
2nd and 7 for Sonora. From their 7, 3 yards on that quarterback keeper for Curnow on the last play. They've got Milbourne one-on-one on the right side there. And he's looking that way, and there's the pass to Milbourne. It's Warfield trying to wrap him up and stop him. Not before he's got the first down, though, as he's down near the 17. So a first down, breathing room for the Cats, and the first pass we've seen this quarter, and Milbourne complete for about 10 yards maybe.
Yeah, and again, that's just taking advantage of the cushion that the defender's giving you. You're just playing 10 yards off. He's just going to hook up at 8. Nice throw that time. Nice timing route by the Cats. Able to get it to Milbourne, and then once you get the ball in his hands, you got to give 2 or 3 guys to bring him down.
Clock running under 3 minutes. A lot of movement before the snap, but no whistles, no flags, and the runner stopped shy. Maybe gets a yard. Maybe that.
Yeah, that was that counter play by the Cats again, and a good job there by number 22 on the Summerville Bears, Joshua Caldera.
And Clifton, number 22, the ball carrier.
Staying home, making the play for Summerville.
Yeah, he got about a half yard on that, so 2nd down 9. Milbourne is back in, playing more like a tight end. Pitch here to Clifton. Leveros and company stopping him at the 20, but he falls forward to about the 22. And also, I think Caldera was on the tackle, or was it Elkins? There was a few of them there that kind of...
Looks like it was
Caldera,
Leveros and Caldera on the tackle there.
Yeah.
But again, another opportunity here for Sonora. Make a play, get off the field, and we're getting down almost a minute and a half left to go here in the third quarter. So time's kind of not running out, but opportunities may be slipping away for Summerville. They've had 3 chances now in the third quarter to score and haven't capitalized on any of them.
3rd and 5. Milborn. Tackle broken up. Flags thrown. He's got a first down as he crosses the 30 and finally pushed out of bounds. And that initial tackler for Summerville was number 21 there. That's Tommy Warfield. And Warfield just kind of did a leap up above, and I think he was flagged for that.
Yeah, he's going to get a call for a face mask, I believe. It'll be probably they're going to give him a 15-yarder. That's a tough call there, but I thought maybe a 5-yarder. Yeah, anyway. I thought maybe the 5-yard variety, but they're going to give him 15, so that's going to put the ball all the way up near the 47-yard line.
Did he grab the face mask, or is it just that's the call when you try to leap over a player and take him
he had to, when he tried to tackle him, he probably grabbed it and held on to it.
Got it. Yeah,
he was flying over the top of him.
That's a huge penalty. First one we've seen this quarter of that magnitude, and a team now working toward midfield. Sonora finally getting out of their deep situation that they were in.
Yeah, and then we got a procedure penalty against Sonora. Oh, no, they're going to call it against Summerville. So I saw movement up front. I thought it was against Sonora. Instead, Summerville jumps off sides again. That's the 4th time so far tonight we've seen the Bears guilty of that.
And now they're in Bears territory from the 48, 1st and 5. Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Cats still on top, 14-8. A lot of passion, a lot of heart, both sides of the field here. And that fullback goes nowhere. That was Woldridge. Actually, they do give them a 1-yard pickup, 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, you see nice play there by the defensive line from Summerville. Couldn't get a number there. But regardless, nice job there by Summerville to hold it to a 1-yard gain. Probably the last play of the third quarter.
I think so. They're going to let this run out. So we'll be back. Fourth quarter action coming up. Sonora on top, 14-8 on NorCal Sports TV.
Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you. Come and help support the Barbecue for Beau Fundraiser. Beau Bachtel, a Somerville High graduate and football alumni, played college ball at both MJC and University of Buffalo, has been battling stage 4 liver and lung cancer. A GoFundMe page has been set up in his name and a barbecue event April 11th, where tickets can be purchased on Eventbrite. For more information, find both events on Facebook under Barbecue for Beau. That's Barbecue for Beau.
We're live at Summerville High School. Wildcats on top 14-8 as we start the fourth quarter. Cats with the ball at Bears 48, 2nd down and 4. Colonel has a man in motion. The ball's free, bounces off, and it looks like the Bears may have picked that up and recovered that and trying to run it.
Yeah, I believe it fell right into Leon Tippett's hands. Nope, It wasn't Tippett. It was actually 33. That's Gavin Andrews who comes away with the ball. But the ball just popped up and Merry Christmas right into his hands.
It's not the first fumble recovery for the Bears. Now if they can capitalize on this, they're only down by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And now another momentum swing for the Bears as they move right to left here on your TV with a fresh set of downs. I tell you, one surprise after another here tonight. And here it comes. giving it to Caldera. Caldera trying to get onto that outside, just cannot make anything happen out there and only gets a couple of yards.
Yeah, that was that zone, that read option again, and it looked like there might have been a little confusion on who was supposed to take it. Finally, Caldera comes away with it, and then there's just a sea of white defenders out there, led by number 14, Andrew Matlock, as well as number 25, Clay Woolridge.
Rocchini quick give, and this ball may be free again, and Wildcats say it's theirs on their 49, or right at the 50.
And absolutely, it was a handoff that was mishandled, and I'm not sure which Wildcat came away with it. Hanks, it looks like, comes away with it for Sonora.
I don't think Elkins ever actually had control of it, but yeah, that first Wildcat player. So two plays later, and the Cats.
No harm, no foul. Get the ball back where you gave it to Summerville. So you just, a couple minutes ran off the clock, and you get the ball right back here near midfield.
Quarterback Bradley Curnow. Curnow is a junior. His younger brother is the JV starting quarterback. So kind of fun to watch his brother play earlier, and here he is with another year under his belt still to play. In the backfield, getting across the 50 into Bear territory at the 48 is Cade Clifton. Of course, we've known the Cliftons for years. He's also a junior, still has another year to go. And as far as we know, schools are hoping to have full season beginning in the fall. And so these juniors that you're watching will be seniors. So a lot of these juniors and even sophomores heading into juniors getting a chance to play in this spring season that they have. 2nd and 7 for the Cats. Curnow. He's got Milbourne open, breaking a tackle at the 40, 30, 20. They're not going to stop him. Touchdown, Sonora.
Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield, and I think it's going to be against Summerville. It might have been a late hit on the quarterback. Not sure what the call is going to be there. We'll see here.
It's a 48-yard pass reception for Milbourne. Put another 48 yards for him. Once he breaks one tackle, that was against Summerville. So that is a touchdown, Sonora. 20-8, and the extra point attempt coming up. Tim Blackmore is the kicker. And it was just a matter of time that we would see Milbourne step up again, and right at the center line.
Yeah, it's a post pattern, and he makes the catch, splits the safety, and goes right up the seam for the touchdown. And it really, it's unfortunate for Summerville because they had all these opportunities in the third quarter to try and capitalize, take the lead, and then you see Sonora just one quick strike, put in the end zone from 52 yards away.
Here comes the extra point attempt to make it 21. It's blocked, or it was a bad snap. They're going to say the ball's down.
So what they're going to say there is, and this is, I think it's actually a wrong call personally. So they're going to say the holder touches the ball while his knee's on the ground. However, the holder already has his knee on the ground, so that's the only play where it's not necessarily a dead ball when he's on the ground.
Right.
So he fumbled it. You see here on the replay, he has the possession of the ball. He's on the ground, and they're saying you're down. But at the same time, the rule is you're supposed to be able to get up if you're the holder there and continue to play. They didn't call it that way. It is what it is. Officials, it's spring football for them too. But 20-8, nonetheless, it's Summerville's down here.
They're down by 12, and they'll get the ball back here after Milbourne's 48-yard pass reception and touchdown. And that's an interesting call because immediately the Sonora Wildcat.
And you usually have a call. So, like what we've always said is, hey, fire. Because that means something didn't go right in the back, and that means our tight end and our wings are going to run certain routes. Usually it's an out in a corner, and then the quarterback's going to throw it up towards the corner of the end zone somewhere. And that's what Sonora's trying to do. Hey, we fire, didn't work, and then the official stops the play for, the players looking around, hey, what happened? But, hey, that happens. It's high school football. These officials, they're doing the best they can, and so it really just turns into a missed extra point, which is what it should have been anyway. It was a bad snap on the extra point. Now it looks like they're going to march off the 15 yards that was on the touchdown or play, the roughing the quarterback. So Sonora is going to kick off from the Summerville 45-yard line. And if I'm Casillas, I'm going to put this through the end zone. I'm going to put it through the uprights. He has a leg to do it. I'm going to try and show off right here and say, hey, I'm going to try and split this through the uprights. That's just the way it is. So we'll see what he does, though.
Don't give the guys a chance to run this back.
No, absolutely. I'm putting this through the uprights if I'm Casillas.
Still a lot of football time left with 10.5 to go, and that's exactly what he does.
Oh, he missed wide left. Wide left, though.
He could have easily put that through the uprights.
And then so that's
that kid's got a foot.
His coach are going to give him a bad time there. Hey, you missed. That was wide left. Look, so.
Yeah, Brian Craig's out there.
Gotta love it.
Special teams coach gave him a nice little love bump on the helmet. But, yeah, it's almost like, oh, you did all right, but you didn't make it.
You missed it. That's your chance to put it on the end zone. You put that on the highlight film if you're a kicker. Look what I did.
In high school.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a kid that plays soccer and also kicks for the Cats. So
looks like Leveros is going to be taking the snaps for the Cats here. For the Bears. I'm going to do that for the rest of the game. I hope I don't. Leveros scrambling. Short pass. Caught at the 21, but that's the line of scrimmage. So the Bears here.
Yeah, if you're Summerville, you're trying to do something quick. So I think more tempo. You see there, that was that 4 wide receivers to one side, sprint pass.
Got a yard.
And again, you got the same formation here. Now we're in 5 wide as we move Warfield around to the left side.
Comes Leveros now, looking to the left, in some trouble, scrambling back to his right. He's got one block. He's just going to tuck it away and run. He's got a first down, and out of bounds near the 31.
Yeah, and that's where it's an athlete at quarterback. You see things break down. He's able to make something happen, makes a couple guys miss, gets us up near the first down. They're going to mark him short of the first down, but you see on the replay here, it's just scramble football time, and he's able to get up there and get close to the first down for Summerville.
All right, 3rd down and 3. From the 28. Trying to get across the 30, and Leveros to the 31. He's got a first down. Braylon Leveros, the sophomore quarterback, who will more than likely be taking over the snaps in the fall as a starting quarterback and a junior. He's only a sophomore now. But it's not a position he's not aware of. He's known this position and this role for a long time. Snap was low, but he was able to get the ball off to his fullback, who got across the 30 down at the 32. Flags were thrown in the backfield.
Yeah, that time Summerville offensive line wasn't set. Someone missed the snap count there. And so the offensive line was still getting set, and then the snap happened, so that's going to be a penalty against Summerville. It's a procedure penalty. Sonora can decline it if they'd like to, as they're talking right now to Coach Brian Craig.
Jaden Brocchini, the starting quarterback and senior for the Summerville Bears, on the sideline still with his helmet on, nursing his leg. I wonder if we have seen our playing days of Jaden Brocchini, Jeremy.
Yeah, I think that they're going to decline the penalty. Sonora isn't, and I do. I think Brocchini is probably going to be on the sideline the rest of this game here. It's unfortunate, but hey, for him to even come out and play tonight was, a question. I think he came out and played well to what he could, and he just led his team like a senior does, and you got to give him all the respect for that.
Caldera to the 36 on the run, and I agree. Got to give your credit where credit is due, and Brocchini had a great run. The last couple of years have been very difficult for all high school students just to be a student. Just to be able to go to school and to have some social interaction. And Leveros creates a situation that gives the Bears a first down on 3rd down thanks to a long snap count.
Absolutely. Hard count, gets them the jump, sets up another first down for Summerville.
Now from their 42. The backfield got some room to run. Caldera's across the 50, the 40. Cribs chasing him down at the 20, still on his feet at the 10. Fumble, he dropped the ball. Fumble recovery, Wildcats inside the 5. Oh, a heartbreak situation for the Summerville Bears. That's Kate Clifton that comes up with it for Sonora.
Absolutely. Kind of the way things have gone for Summerville tonight. Big play, and then a nice job there by number 58, Aaron Greenaway, from his defensive line position, chasing the play down, knocking the ball loose, and it gives the ball back to the Cats at their own 2-yard line. Like I said, kind of the way that the second half has gone for Summerville, though, tonight. They've had positive play, and then a big negative play will bring it back.
That is a heartbreak city. That's like a shot to win the game that goes in and out of the basket.
So now, if you're Summerville, you got to rely on your defensive line, and I think it's time for, if Leon Tippin's going to come through and make a play here, here's a chance for him to make a huge play for Summerville. We'll see how the Cats counter that here.
Just under 9 minutes to go. Hometown crowd even calling out for Leon. And a quick give this time in the backfield. And it looks like Summerville now has the ball somehow. Whoever has it, if it's not Leon, he's in the end zone for the touchdown. I don't know who that is, but Leon Tippett comes out of nowhere, not with the ball, but rather with a huge celebration. Who is that now with the ball? And multiple flags are thrown.
It's Leveros
with the ball.
You see here the ball stripped from the quarterback. Leveros just takes it right out of his hands as he's going down to the ground, and then they scrum into the end zone almost rugby-ish and get a touchdown for the Summerville Bears. And again, a shot of adrenaline that the Bears needed.
What an incredible turn of events here on that play, especially for Summerville to be able to strip it away from the big quarterback Griddle.
And then there's going to be a penalty. I think it's going to be a celebration penalty on Summerville, and that's going to kind of put this extra point, a long extra point. But again, you see, and I think it was 21 who actually knocked the ball. I think it was Tommy Warfield who came in and knocked the football away, and it popped up right into Leveros' hands. And then Leveros just carries people into the end zone for the touchdown for Summerville. We said the defense had to make a play, and there it was. And now, 8:36 left to go. You're only down, by one score. And then here we go, swinging gate, extra point again for the Bears.
Bears normally go for two without a strong foot.
Yeah, we've seen them. Uprights. We've seen them all 4 games. They haven't tried an extra point kicking it, so I don't think they're going to kick it. But they have a block out there, so we'll see if they decide to try and kick it. I don't even know who would kick it, honestly. We haven't seen them attempt it all year.
It's 20-14. Sonora on top here in the fourth quarter with 8:36 to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a dead ball on sportsmanlike on Summerville, and that's going to be taken on the kickoff and an ejection. And it looks like it's Burciaga that got ejected. So, big play there by Summerville on defense.
Well, if it is Burciaga, he is being walked off the field by Coach Ryan Wynn. And on behalf of Burciaga and the family, Robert Burciaga is a junior. He'll be coming back to play as a senior, so it's not like it's his last game of the season. But a lot of emotion in this game. I don't know what is said or what happened back there, but I'll tell you, Summerville, I guess they're going to do it on the extra point attempt.
Yeah, they decided to put the extra point or take the penalty on the extra point. So that changes things. Summerville brings out their base offense to go, back to the regular offensive set here for the extra point from the 18-yard line.
Hey, anything you can keep to stop Summerville from getting even 1 point this late in the game, right? And so here comes Leveros under some gun from. He's got a man in the end zone. Jump ball incomplete. I think that was Frankenstein deep down there. No, Cribbs was the intended.
Yeah, nice job there by Jack Team again. He got good position by the Wildcats. It was a jump ball between him and Cribbs. And Team playing nice trail position, looks back for the football, goes up for it, and almost picks it off. Either way, 20-14, Summerville down by a score.
And we'll be right back. You're watching NorCal Sports TV.
Buying a home or property is one of the most significant financial transactions you'll ever make. Protect your ownership with title insurance and the experience of Yosemite Title Company on your side. Yosemite Title Company is Tuolumne County's largest and longest continually operated title company. Locally owned and operated, we conduct escrow and title services from our main office in Sonora. With over 40 years of experience, we've established an excellent reputation for providing high-quality service. Our dedicated and professional staff will work closely with you from start to finish to meet your needs, researching the title to your property and helping you navigate through the process. Choose your community title company. Choose Yosemite Title Company.
But that's the second time he's been called on. Live at Summerville High School, where the Bears are down by 6 late in the fourth quarter after an amazing turn of events. It's 20-14 Sonora. And the kick is going to be a short one into the hands, and falling on it is Aaron Greenway. And that almost slipped through his knees.
It absolutely did. I was watching it, and I was like, Greenway he did a great job. That's what you do. You tell your up guys, hey, you're not a running back. Your job is just to fall on the football. And you see here on the replay, nice little squib kick, and then it almost gets away right there from him.
Wow.
And Andrews was right there saying, I want the ball. But, hey, a moment ago we were saying, hey, 20-8, Summerville down. Now it's 20-14, a one-score game. Sonora got to go back and put more points on the board.
From their own 38. Quarterback keeper, Curnow, to the 39. He gets one. Second down and 9 for the Cats.
Yeah, and a big stop there on first down. So Vyers making the tackle there for Summerville. Defense just scored a moment ago, so those guys are fired up on the field.
Leon Vyers there stopping the run. Yeah, right. The Summerville defense right now with a huge momentum swing, as they were the ones who scored the last touchdown after a huge run that nearly scored it for Summerville originally. So, and here comes Curnow and company, the team in motion. And that's number 22. That's Cade Clifton. Clifton's got a couple of yards. 3rd down and 5 coming up.
Yeah, Elkin's coming up from his defensive back position, making the play. And again, 3rd down, chance for the Bears to get off the field and give their offense a chance to try and maybe take the lead here. And honestly, I feel like Summerville has outplayed Sonora here in the second half. They've been in control of everything other than the one touchdown pass to Milbourne on the post pattern. It seems like Summerville has been the more aggressive team, the team that's been in control. They just couldn't put the ball in the end zone in that third quarter.
To the right, Milbourne from the 50. On his feet inside Summerville territory to the 46, and he's got a first down on 10-plus yards. But flags are thrown back at the line of scrimmage. And if this is against Sonora.
Yeah, I think it's going to be against the offensive line. It's going to be a holding call against Sonora, so that's going to nullify that catch and run there by Milbourne and create a 3rd and long opportunity for the Wildcats.
That is a huge play in favor of Summerville. And yeah, Summerville has been all heart here in the second half, getting that touchdown and now trying to get this ball back to even the score up.
Absolutely, and it's going to make it. Okay, it's going to be
That's
10 yards from the spot of the foul, so that's why it becomes an even longer 3rd down. Now it's going to be 3rd and almost 20.
Well, that happened behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it's 3rd down and 21 now. Cats from their 27. Pitch, looking to throw. The toss is up. Milbourne is down there. He caught it. 1 foot was in. Does he need 2 feet? They're going to give it to him at the Summerville 41. He had 1 foot in. What's the call in high school football?
It is 1 foot in, but you see here on the replay, nice play there. Same play we saw, and it's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Looks like might have.
See, he had his right foot there.
It's close, and we get the advantage of a replay there. I think he's out of bounds.
I think what the referee was seeing was that right foot.
But as a ref, you're running, trailing that. It's hard to see it. Great effort there by Milbourne, and that's the exact same play they ran against Gustine. And it was funny because the Summerville sideline were saying, "Stay back, it's coming," and there it was, and it was just, a chance where they could have got off the field, but Sonora executes and gets a first down.
Team's got a couple of yards, stopped by Leveros. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Wildcats at the Bears 37. Yeah, that was a huge play. Cade Clifton's got an arm on him, so the Wildcats don't just have threats in the arm and throwing in the air by their quarterback, but Cade Clifton as well.
Yeah, Clifton had a 60-yard touchdown pass against Gustine the first game for the Wildcats. So we knew, coming into the game, hey, we even showed it in our preview, in our highlights. Summerville had worked on it, said, hey, don't get beat on this. And then it was just, an execution by the Sonora Wildcats. And then now another first down.
Clifton went in motion, and the Bears just decided to bring the house. It looked like from the linebacker position that Bear was trying to beat the snap.
Yep.
I think that's Byers, number 20.
It's actually bring up 2nd and 1, so it's not a first down. But, yeah, a huge penalty there. That's the 5th time tonight that Summerville's jumped off sides.
Quarterback toss to Clifton in the backfield, met by Caldera. But, boy, I tell you, Clifton was able to get that ball to the 31, and I think he's got a first down there, even though he was met behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, I think he did a good job there of fighting for that first down because initially here on the pitch, he's going to lose 5 yards and then just puts his foot in the ground, gets back upfield, gets near the first down. Looks like they're going to measure for it. Yep. So it's going to be close enough for a measurement. Justin, this gives us a moment to talk about some other things going on in the Mother Lode League tonight. Over in Argonaut, Calaveras comes from behind and beats the Argonaut Mustangs 20-14, setting up a matchup against Sonora next week at Dunleavy Field, where the Wildcats will be taking on the Calaveras football team.
And we saw them last week here at Summerville. And Calaveras is one of those teams that sometimes they're hot in the league and give everybody a run for their money. And
yeah, they got a couple real good players in Orlandi, Gregorio as well. Gia Gregorio, sorry about that. And so they had some players come in here to South Dorset Field, 2 big defensive ends. Again, Orlandi, and I can't remember the other guy's name off the top of my head, but lots of weapons there for Calaveras. And it should be a great matchup next week at Dunleavy Field for the Sonora Wildcats.
Cats got a fresh set of downs, as the tail of the tape showed, first down by a nose. Tossed a team in the backfield. Met there, but can't quite get the tackle, but he gets a yard before being tackled.
Yeah,
and so right now the Wildcats working on that option, using that option to toss is helping them a little bit here.
Yeah, Crockett and Kern there to make the tackle for Summerville.
Just about 5 minutes to go in this game. Sonora on top by 6. Been a wild second half. An amazing defensive touchdown for Summerville's Braylon Leveros to bring him within 6. A lot of movement on the offensive line trying to draw the offsides. This is team met by Leveros originally and then pushed out of bounds, or rather tackled, not pushed out of bounds. And it looks like we may have a timeout called by Summerville with 4:39 to go. We'll take a timeout as well. It's Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV.
Black Oak Casino. Head to Black Oak Casino Resort through April 1st for our Winner's Circle cash drawings. On Wednesday and Thursday nights, you could win your share of $40,000. Starting at 6:30, we're giving away $777 every 30 minutes. Then at 8, one lucky winner will go home with $1,777. Come join the Winner's Circle, only at Black Oak Casino Resort. Visit blackoakcasino.com to learn more. Let the wins roll in. Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
It's a 3rd down and 3 situation for the Sonora Wildcats at the Bears 24 with a 6-point lead over Summerville with 4:39 to go. Justin Flores and Jeremy Hurtado for NorCal Sports TV. Glad you're with us. It's team in motion. Quarterback toss in the backfield and a big stop for the Summerville Bears defense. Joshua Caldera is having one killer of a game on the defensive end, stopping Cade Clifton nearly back to the original line of scrimmage, bringing up a 4th down and 9.
Yeah, absolutely. You see him come up. Nice job of being disciplined, staying with his guy, making the play in the backfield. Now it's going to decision time for Sonora. Obviously, you're going to go for it, but do you run the football or are you going to throw it up to Milbourne? He's been your guy. 3 touchdowns on the evening. He has got 6 already here in 2 games. If I'm Summerville, I'm saying, look, I'm going to put whoever on Milbourne, and he cannot beat us here. It's got to be somebody else that makes a play for Sonora. If you're going to get beat, you cannot let Millbourne beat you right now. And it looks like they're putting Leveros on
him. Man on
man. I like
man.
that decision.
And they're putting him in close, man-on-man coverage. And somehow, I don't think Brian Craig enjoyed or liked what he saw from the defense of Summerville. That's a timeout, Sonora. We'll take a timeout as well. 2014 Sonora with the ball when we come back on NorCal Sports TV.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Benton Roberson CPAs provides personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you.
Sonora going for it on 4th and 9 from the Bears 30, nursing a 6-point lead. Millbourne far right, man-on-man coverage against Leveros. They go left side to Team. Team met immediately by the defender. I'm not sure if he got the first down or not. That was Warfield on the stop. I don't think they got it.
And it was actually Zach Stillman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The receiver for Sonora, but no, he does not get the first down, and so nice job there by Summerville. Stopping him short, giving the ball back to your offense, and here you go, 3:32 left to go.
My apologies to Steelman.
Down by a touchdown, and look who's back in the game.
Jaden Brokini. We thought for sure he was done. I could just imagine the silence like a movie. No, coach, please. 3.5, let me in there. 1st and 10 Bears.
I guarantee you he begged to get back in the game. I guarantee it.
Incomplete. Incomplete pass there. Brokini's throwing hard, but he hasn't quite been on target tonight. It's either been low or down, or he's been in a lot of trouble. And he wants to so bad be the hero and win this game for his team in his final game of high school football. And with his injury and no basketball team for Summerville, this would be it for his high school sports career. He's looking to the right. He's in some trouble, but he breaks the tackles. Now he's being chased. Millbourne's behind him.
Nice.
Short pass caught to 28 to the 30. First down, Summerville. And that is Elkins, I do believe.
Absolutely, and that was a great pass there by Brokini. He was able to get away and then stop, just floats it over to the defender's head. Elkins was there, makes the catch here, as you see on the replay. Getting out to his right. Defender has to come up to try and stop the run. He just flips it over his head. Gets it to Elkins, first down Bears.
That's heads-up football right there. 1st and 10 for the Bears from their 34. Clock stop at 3:17. In front of Millbourne, he's got a pass there to Cribbs. Cribbs to the 40, 43. Jordan Cribbs picking up 7 strong yards on that pass reception from Brokini.
Absolutely, and another good decision there by Brokini. You got 2 receivers, both of them hitched up, and you just found the guy open, hits him, easy pitch and throw for the quarterback, and again, a nice job there by Cribbs, keeping it moving, picking up 9 on the play.
Under center, going for the 1, the first down to the 45. They got it for 2 yards. It was a 2nd down and short situation, and he picked it up. Jaden Brokini picks up the first down with the clock running, 2:42. Down by 6, the Bears from their 45. No huddle offense. 4 wideouts. Brokini scrambling. Pass to the left side. Elkins over his head, incomplete.
Yeah, and Elkins had some room to run, too, if he makes that catch. Snap was a little wide. Brokini had to go get it, turn around, then kind of find his running back out of the backfield again. As you see here on the replay, I like the play call. You had the blockers in front of him. He could have picked up at least 6-7 yards. Just unfortunate that it goes over the head of Elkins.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Bears from their 45.
Now we get a false start penalty against Summerville, so things kind of going backwards here. Last 2 plays for the Bears.
On every snap, Brokini gingerly hopping on his left foot, looking like the Easter Bunny. Heading into Easter weekend, man, I don't know what kind of pain he's in. I've had a hamstring injury, not necessarily a pull before. It is the funkiest feeling you'll ever have because you're not quite sure if it's hurt or what. This is Elkins incomplete again.
Same play again, and that time Elkins drops the football. Not there on the coverage was Kyler Hanks from his linebacker position. But as you see on the replay, Hanks gets out there a little earlier this time. So might have been a good job of dropping the ball that time, even though he might have picked up a yard or two, but not much there that time for Summerville.
3rd down and 15 for the Bears from their 40. They need some momentum. They need to get this ball moving. They're down by 6. O'Keaney moving to his left. Looking for anybody downfield. Leveros was the intended receiver. He wasn't even going to attempt that. So 4th down and 15 now.
Yeah, and that time he was rolling to his left, stops and tries to just put everything he has on it. Didn't have enough to get to Leveros. Ended up about 5 or 6 yards short of him. So it all comes down to this pretty much for Summerville. Yeah, they have 2 timeouts left. In theory, they could get the ball back again from Sonora. But in reality, it's 4th and 14 for Sonora, for Summerville. Game on the line here.
See what Coach Leveros has up his sleeve here.
Reverse pass.
And it's Leveros looking to throw. He's got a man open wide downfield, but it's going to be a little short. It's caught. It's Cribbs inside the 30 for Sonora and down near the 25, and a huge play for the Summerville Bears.
And that's a great play by Cribbs. Cribbs had him beat. Saw the ball was underthrown. The defenders for Sonora just running because they know they're in trouble. They're beat. And then Cribbs comes back and gets the football, high points it, makes the catch, and then gets down. 1st down, Summerville, and the drive's alive.
Clock running with 2 minutes to go. And the Bears are still alive. And a long snap count, just taking their time. Brocchini throws short to the 25. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that's again probably a good thing he dropped it. It was going to be a 0-yard pass. The clock was going to keep running. Now you get a chance to reset, take a deep breath. Okay, it's 2nd down. You got to get 26 yards. It doesn't matter how you get there. You just got to get there.
The Bears have found a way in all ways tonight. Keeping the ball. Here's a short pass to Elkins in the screen, and he's down at the 22, maybe the 23. So a few yards, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and a long 7, or a short 7, long 6. And they're just going straight for it. No huddle. They're going to force Sonora to either take timeouts or play. This is Elkins again. Elkins to the 20, 19, 18. He's rolling and he's down. They're going to have him marked just inside the 19. And now a timeout's going to have to be called. And a timeout, Summerville will take a timeout as well. Hang on with 1:13. Summerville is looking to strike down by 6 on NorCal Sports TV.
Graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Calaveras counties the past 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Summerville graduate Chris Caldera join the team to help and eventually take over the family-run business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family-operated business. And go Bears! rcaldera.com on Facebook and Instagram, too. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
Go. Or give it to Leon Tippett. 4th and 3. 4th and 3, this is the game. Summerville's down by 6. Ooh. And they've got the ball at the Sonora 19. 4th and 3.
We're going to go swing gate. Here we go.
Pulling out all the stops. The Bears need the 3. 3 yards.
Oh, and then they shift back in.
Well, I think they're just trying to confuse the defense maybe a little bit. Leveros taking the snap. trying to get the quarterback keeper. He's not going to get it. They're going to turn it over on downs after that. Nothing doing. No flags thrown. And the Wildcats will take over with 1:11. Only have to take a couple of snaps, put a knee down, and they're going to walk away victorious by 6 here tonight at Summerville.
Yeah, you see there, nice play there by the defensive end, and it looked like it was actually the defensive tackle, number 56, Kyler Hanks, coming up, making the play. Huge stop there for the Wildcats. Most likely gets them the victory. As we see it again here, actually is a linebacker position coming up, making a big play for the Cats on the the quarterback that time, Levros.
So here comes Kerno and company. Couple of timeouts still for Summerville, I think. Maybe one. I think they have one left.
Yeah, so Sonora, you just got to make sure you don't fumble the ball.
They'll need to take at least one snap, maybe two. So, yeah, looking for a strip or a fumble here. This is Clifton. Clifton to the left side, the Sonora Wildcat side. I say keep the clock going as he crosses the 25 and down near the 26. So it's 6 yards on first down there.
Yeah, and now there's a 1:02 left to go here on the clock. So Sonora can't just take a knee. They got to try and get positive yards and pick up a first down. First down puts the game away for the Cats.
They got 6 yards on that play. And so what do you do now for Summerville? What do you run? What do you try to do? Is it just really trying to strip the ball? Because with a minute two, like you said, Sonora needs the first down conversion, which means they're going to have to run their plays. And from a defending standpoint, the problem is sometimes all you think about is stripping, you forget to tackle.
Yeah, and I mean, you run a drill like this in practice every week, usually a lot in the first couple weeks of the season. You're trying to strip the football. Your first guy is trying to make the stop. You're trying to slow him down and just hold him. Second, third, fourth guy in, you're ripping for the football. And you're just going. And you, like you said, sometimes that leads to broken tackles and big plays. But at that point, you really just don't care. It's like, hey, we got to either make a fumble or, hey, if they give a touchdown, it doesn't matter to us at that point. So you got to get the football back if you're Summerville. And it looks like Sonora just line up in an I formation, and all you have to do is really fall forward. Yeah, they're going to take a knee. So
there's no timeouts left, so that'll bring up third down in about 5, maybe 6.
Right, and that's going to put it to where Sonora's going to have to do something on fourth down with it.
But leaves little time for Summerville to reply, or maybe some kind of a return kick for a touchdown or something if they're going to punt it away.
Okay, so watching here, they're not going to give them.
They took the knee on 30 seconds left, and that doesn't leave enough time for
it.
Yep,
that'll
be it. Sonora walks away the victor here at Summerville in a hard-fought game, Motherlode League action, and it was a lot of fun to watch. We'll have the recap of how we got to this final score, 20-14. That is your final score, and we'll do that next on NorCal Sports TV.
Broadcast of Bears football is brought to you by the Bears Quarterback Club, Yosemite Title Company, Black Oak Casino, Sindelar Plumbing, Roberson Construction, Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, Barbecue for Beau, Caldera Construction, Benton Roberson CPAs, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, and the Sonora Conference Center.
Twenty to 14, the final score. Sonora Wildcats win over Summerville at Summerville High School. How did we get to this point, Jeremy?
Well, scoring-wise, you look at the second half here. In the fourth quarter, 10:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. Kerno hit Milbourne for what ended up being the game-winning score, 52-yard touchdown pass, making it 20-8. PAT was no good for the Cats. And then in the fourth quarter, Summerville gets on the board, 8:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Levros, 8-yard fumble return for a touchdown. And then they had it at the PAT on that was no good as well, making it 20-14, and that's where we stand here at the final tonight here from Thorstead Field. Both teams played an excellent football game. I mean, back and forth. If you're looking at technically, no, it wasn't a great football game. There was turnovers, there was penalties, but a fun game to watch if you're a fan or a broadcaster or someone here in the stands. As you see, both teams laid it out there, and that's really what you ask for here at high school level.
Yeah, what Summerville did tonight and what Sonora did here tonight. Here they are, two teams. These are students who probably see each other all the time, maybe even went to elementary school together at some point. A lot of them know one another. After the game, they were high-fiving one another, giving each other hugs. And so these are guys who have played against each other, a lot of them even in the Pop Warner League. So they all know they have family members and friends, their neighbors. Sometimes, Sonora has a big pool in the area as far as the team that they get to pull from because of the schools that are involved with Sonora High School. And, a little bit of emotion here and there. But, man, here was Summerville, who's always known as the artsy school. They don't have the big sports programs. But tonight they could have pulled this off so easily because there was quite a few opportunities that they had.
Yeah, a lot of missed opportunities for Summerville. They're going to go back in that third quarter and really just be frustrated with them when they watch it on film because they had a chance to score 2 or 3 times in the third quarter, didn't come away with it. So it's one of those things where I talked about it during the game in the third quarter. I said, hey, this could come back and bite them. Unfortunately, it did. They had missed opportunities in the third quarter after the fumble. They had another one after the missed punt and didn't score on either one of those, and then had the big play that went down the field here in the fourth quarter and didn't score on that drive. So a lot of chances for Summerville to come away with the victory tonight just didn't go their way.
They do have a lot of talent on the team, though. And they've shown tonight they may be a smaller school, but they can play with the bigger boys. And come this fall, this team will be something to be dealt with when it comes in the Motherlode League. So we'll wrap up the game and have a little bit more post-game wrap-up. Sonora wins tonight 20-14 against Summerville on NorCal Sports TV.
Podcast of Bears football is brought to you by the Bears Quarterback Club, Yosemite Title Company, Black Oak Casino, Sindelar Plumbing, Roberson Construction, Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, Barbecue for Beau, Caldera Construction, Benton Roberson CPAs, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, and Sonora Conference Center.
Yeah, you can kick it to me about Sonora.
Big thank you to those who allow this broadcast to even take place, and the sponsors, including StoreQuest Express Self-Storage and Left Coast Land Clearing. We appreciate their support. And, of course, NorCal Sports TV has been in business for quite some time, bringing some of the best in high school and collegiate sports throughout Central and Northern California and beyond. And very appreciative of Dion I and those who allow these broadcasts to take place. But here tonight, Sonora wins over Summerville 20-14. What's next on the schedule for NorCal Sports TV, Jeremy?
Well, next week, so Sonora's season continues. They play Calaveras at home, Dunleavy Field. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff for the varsity. We'll be there covering that game, as well as the JV game. They'll be playing against Central Valley out of series coming up, their JV team, giving Sonora another chance to have another JV football game. So those two games going on. And as always, you can like and subscribe, follow us on YouTube. Go to our website, NorCal Sports TV. Gives you all the information about what's upcoming. Every day there's something added new. So it's just kind of one of those things to keep up with, check in, and you never know where you're going to find us next.
So one last time, we'll get to see Gabriel Milborn in action live on NorCal Sports TV, is what you're saying?
Absolutely, and you know he's going to have a senior night down there against Calaveras, another team that Sonora loves to play. It's usually a spirited competition, another rivalry game for Sonora. So you can expect big things next Friday night at Dunleavy Field.
Again tonight, Sonora the victor, 20, Summerville 14. And for those who have worked this game tonight, the cameraman, thank you. For our producer, Dion I, the eye in the sky, and the man behind the controls, my broadcast partner, Jeremy Hurtado, I am Justin Flores. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on NorCal Sports TV.